Hey, hey, hey. What's up?
Hello.
How are you doing? How are you doing? Pretty good? Pretty Gucci?
Um, actually, my week's been pretty shit.
See,
But
I had to work a 10-hour shift today, so that's really
yeah,
all that's really all I have to say.
I've been on and off like stressing about random shit, and it's been very hard to sleep.
Yeah, that's
So,
you. That's you all the time though. So it's not a bad week. It's just your life is bad.
thank you. That makes it so much better.
It's true. It's true, isn't it? It is, dude. Your whole life is just constant worrying, bro. It's been written in stone, dude. I'm sorry.
Oh well.
Yeah, dude. Oh well. So we are back with another episode of this fucking abomination that probably should have ended a long time ago because we get 0 viewers now. But we're still doing it for the love of the craft, I guess. The love of the craft. Um oh, interestingly enough, right? I actually have a beat completely made. I have lyrics written. All I have to do now is record, and I'm gonna put my first official song on the YouTube channel.
Oh no.
Dude, and here's the thing. It is completely a joke song that kind of just gets it all out there. Like, I'm not serious, but I'm still going to do good. So, I mean,
Oh
that's the thing is
no.
that like I am super close. Literally all I have to do is record it and then like mess with the audio and stuff like that, and that's it. All like the beat is made, the lyrics are written. All I have to do is record now. And my
Where
first
did you get the
song,
beat? Is my question.
a buddy of mine who that's what he does. Like that's what he's trying to do. You know, like for a living. Said that he wanted the experience, so he offered to make a beat for me, and he did.
Hmm. You see, I would have helped you, but I fucking suck at those types of beats. I can do rock pretty well, but that's really it. And I guess techno.
Right. I
Or
mean, that's just kind of it though. Is that he offered, and I was like, "Fuck yeah, dude, absolutely." And so we did it. I mean, uh, I actually have a small amount of topics written down for today, but a very small amount. Like, I feel like it's better to have no topics at all than to have like only one or two. Because then, if it's only one or two, you quite literally have no idea what you're gonna do next.
I'm pretty much just gonna wing it because I really couldn't think of anything
Well, I
that was
can't.
worth talking about
Like I
at
said,
least.
I came up with three things that I thought were worth talking about.
I think the only interesting thing that happened to me this entire week is that I got into probably the dumbest argument with my nan. And it's not dumb in the sense of, oh, it would lower your IQ. It's dumb in the sense of, hey, that's funny, but why the fuck did you argue about that for like 30 minutes
That makes
to an
sense.
hour?
So, I guess I'll start us off with the first topic, right? I think this is like a federal, like a whole United States thing, but I could be wrong. Did you know that the Supreme Court, not the Supreme Court, did you know that Congress right now has a bill that has already passed multiple stages of being approved that would permanently ban the sale of menthol cigarettes?
I did not know that. What the
Yeah,
fuck?
it's already passed like a couple of stages. Like it's moving its way up. So it has support. It's moving up. And they're trying to permanently ban the sale of all menthol cigarettes because menthol cigarettes, right? The reason why menthol cigarettes like hurt way worse and are way worse for you is because normal cigarettes are bad enough, but fucking they found like traces of like fiberglass and shit like that in menthol cigarettes. Menthol cigarettes are different and they're way worse for you. That's why they're trying to ban the sale of them because like if a normal cigarette kills you in 40 years, menthols kill you in 30 years. That's about how much worse they are. Wait, no. If normal cigarettes kill you in 30, no wait, yeah, that's right. Yeah, what the fuck? I said it right the first time.
If normal ciggies kill you at 40, then Mentos kill you at 30.
Yeah,
What the
yeah,
fuck?
yeah,
That's
dude.
oh my
That's
god.
not like an official thing. That's not like official. But they kill you way faster because, like I said, they have like fiberglass and like shit like that in them. They're way worse for you, and so they're trying to ban the sale of menthol cigarettes, and it's actually going pretty well so far.
I'm I mean, I'm kind of for it, but at the same time, it's like,
I, I, I was
I
about
would
to
argue
say.
alcohol is like worse because, you know,
I absolutely would agree that alcohol is worse. It's one of those things where it's like, yeah, I understand because this is like kind of pushing the limits, right? Like cigarettes are bad and stuff, but like cigarettes, at least are like legally allowed to be sold. Whereas like menthol cigarettes, if there really is like fiberglass in there and like things that are killing you way faster, that 100% should be illegal because that's like bad. That's like illegal. It seems like that seems not at all like a normal cigarette. That seems pretty bad. I mean, here's the thing, right? Like I think that everybody should kind of be allowed to do what they want with their own body. So I kind of don't want menthol cigarettes banned because people who want them aren't going to be able to get them. So if people smoke menthol cigarettes and that's all they smoke, they're not going to be able to get them anymore. They're going to have to not do menthols. But at the same time, if menthols are this bad, right, I feel like it's kind of just the right thing to do to protect people from it. You know what I'm saying?
mhm. That's like that's basically like if regular cigarettes were being made with rat poison. Like obviously you'd want them off the shelves
Are
because you don't want your consumer base to
so
fucking die at the age of
was
20
was that just a
or
really
30.
was that a really stupid comparison, or are you just an idiot? You do realize that there is rat poison in cigarettes, right?
I was trying to be, you know, quirky.
It
I know there's rat
it
poison.
fell it
I don't like
fell
cigarettes.
it fell right on its face because you said, well, it was like if they were being it. You did not at all have the tone of voice. You completely fucking failed that joke. That was terrible.
Well, I just woke up, so
Dude, I
I'm
think,
very
but
tone
here's the
deaf.
thing. I think that everybody watching, nobody would have gotten that. Everyone would have thought you were serious, I think.
No, I fucking hate. I would like them just all fucking destroy because I genuinely hate them. I think that's why I have so many issues now because of so many years being exposed to secondhand smoke, and I
See,
think that's one of the sources of all my issues,
see,
or most of them.
I've been exposed to secondhand smoke my whole life, and I have gotten nothing bad. Like literally nothing bad. I have not become fucking like addicted or whatever. Like I haven't done anything. Nothing bad has happened to me. Like if
Oh no,
people,
I mean health wise. I don't mean like addict. I mean
no,
like
I'm talking
health.
about that too. Nothing bad has happened to me. Nothing.
Mm.
And I've been exposed to secondhand smoke for my whole entire life because my parents have always smoked, and nothing bad has happened to me.
Why is it that every single time something happens, we're almost always on two opposite sides of the spectrum?
Because I think that you just, I think that, no, I don't think, I know you just say shit with nothing to back it up, so then you just look dumb. Because you just throw shit out
But
there, and it's like, I think that's what happened, and it's like, do you have any evidence? No. You can't do that, because then you look like a retard.
well, it just seems very, very suspicious that I have all these issues, and I've only ever been exposed to secondhand smoke.
Maybe it's
Because
not,
normally,
maybe it's
I
not
shouldn't.
because of secondhand smoke. Maybe it's genetics, or maybe it's because of overweight. And like, dude, it could be 100 million different things. Like, if there's no evidence to support the secondhand smoke, like, maybe it's not that. Like, yeah, secondhand smoke is bad. That's like a scientific thing, but like, you can't just say, "Oh, I have these problems. It's probably because of secondhand smoke." And then when someone says, "Oh, do you have any like evidence for that?" No, not really. You know what I'm saying? You kind of look dumb at that point, just a little bit.
Is this episode just gonna be, hey, let's just fucking, call this dude an idiot like 90% of the time.
It might be, man. It might be. I mean, it depends. It depends on how
I
dumb you're
get
gonna be for the next hour and a half. It depends.
an hour and a half. Is that really how long we do these? Feels a lot shorter than that.
No, dude, it's 9:15, so it's already been 15 minutes. I just said an hour and a half. I meant to say hour 45.
Uh, who's the dumb one now?
You
No,
still.
but yeah, I'm all for it. I don't really care. Like, sure, okay, you could make the argument of, oh, well, why don't you let people do what they want? Yeah, but there's a difference between, you know, fucking.
In my
Actually, no, there isn't. No,
in
no,
my
no.
in my opinion, I think it's different between somebody smoking a cigarette and somebody like hammering a nail into their finger. It's like menthols are like actually way worse, and it's getting to the point where it's kind of like not really legal. Like that's why they're being pulled, because what it does to you is not like legally allowed. Like it's doing too much bad things to you to have it be okay anymore. So it's crossing into the boundary of this isn't okay anymore.
Hang on. What did you mean by hammering a nail into what did you mean? Just out of curiosity, what did you mean by that?
Like it's not doing something for fun, it's blatantly hurting yourself on purpose. Because you're essentially breathing in
Okay,
fiberglass. It's the difference between smoking a cigarette for fun and hammering a nail into your finger just because you want to. Like
okay.
you're fucking smoking up fiberglass and shit. Like you're actually like, you know what I'm saying? It's crossing into a boundary of like potential like self-destructive behavior. Like it's crossing a boundary, I think. I mean, I do think people should be allowed to do whatever they want. You know, I don't really think it's about the people though. It's about like legally, if you allow something like that, other things can start doing that. Like it would be the same thing as like if alcohol, right? Fucking had glass in it, so it was destroying your throat. And it's like, is that okay? No, not really. So is cigarettes having fiberglass in them okay? Not really. That's kind of too far. You know what I'm saying? That's a little too far for me.
And I guess someone can make the argument of, oh, well, there's probably a specific yeah, there's also a specific reason why rat poison is in cigarettes, but you don't see me like wanting people to smoke them. I actively discourage smoking because I fucking hate
But
it.
here's the thing. Like the funny part is that like most people who smoke, most smokers discourage you from smoking.
Exactly. Even the people that use the product don't want people to use the product.
Exactly. They still say like, "Hey, don't smoke." Like even people who smoke discourage others from smoking because they know how bad it is. Like my mom and my stepdad, who have both smoked for like 20 years or something, right? Say, "I swear to God, if you ever start smoking, I'm gonna kill you." Like they do not want me to
Jesus.
smoke. Like legitimately, you know. I mean, they really don't, right? And I understand that because it doesn't do anything for you. It just kind of kills you and that's it. Like it doesn't make you feel good. Like it's just bad. Whereas like here's the thing, right? Like drinking, for example. If you're slamming down 30 packs every day, obviously that's really bad, but if you're drinking responsibly, it's not that bad really. You know, like you're not really like I don't think you're going to get like liver cancer and like things like that, like the really bad effects of alcohol if you're drinking responsibly. Like I don't think that's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
it's the same thing as like eating fucking McDonald's, I think. That's a really weird comparison, but it's the same thing as eating McDonald's. If you're eating McDonald's,
Actually, I wouldn't say it's that weird because let's be honest, any substance you consume in large amounts
even
is going to be
caffeine,
bad for you.
even caffeine.
Yeah.
Caffeine is the most addictive drug. It's classified as a drug. Fucking caffeine is, and it's the most addictive one. Like all I'm saying is like if you drink like every day, but like a small amount, like a glass of wine every day, some people might say, it's a little bit suspicious because you're doing it every day. You know what I'm saying? Like eating a McDonald's every day, for example, that's bad. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But
But like
like fucking
Eating McDonald's every month is not bad. You know, it's all about moderation. Like I agree. If you're going to the store and getting a pint of like fucking Smirnoff or Jack Daniels every day and drinking that every day, you're very, 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 very sick. Like you're very fucked up. You're sick. You're hardcore addicted, and you're probably gonna die really soon. You know. But if you're getting a 30 pack of alcohol and you're getting rid of the 30 pack in, fuck it, I'll say 14 days, 2 beers a day. Like, I don't think that's horrible. I mean, are you an alcoholic? Some people might say yes, but some people might say no. I mean, it depends. Like, you're not hardcore addicted. You're not like fucking drinking a 30 pack every single day, you know? And honestly, 2 beers every day, I don't think that's addictive. I think that's just you're choosing to do that. You know what I'm like, you know what I'm saying, right? I don't think that's addictive really. I think you're just kind of choosing to do that, like as a choice. Like if you're drinking a glass of wine every day, I don't think you're hardcore addicted to alcohol. You know? I don't think you're hardcore addicted to alcohol. I think you're choosing to do that, like by
I mean,
choice.
okay, but here my thing with that though is like, why are they having that glass a day? Like, is it because they're already addicted, and if they can't go a day without it, they'll literally die
That's
because of
just because
fucking?
just because they want to. I mean, here's the thing, right? Like, I don't know if I should say it because I actually might get in trouble for saying it.
Oh no, it can't be
Okay.
worse than what we did last week.
No, I mean, like, I might actually get in. Wait a minute. Haven't I like openly admitted that I smoke weed on this podcast like 100 times?
Yeah, you got mad at me because you thought I was anti-weed that one time.
Yeah. So I legitimately have said that I smoke weed on the pod. Okay. Well, I'm gonna say that I committed another crime. The other day I bought 2 6-packs. I bought a Smirnoff wine cooler, which that's a wine cooler. I bought a wine cooler and I bought a Mike's Hard Lemonade 6-pack. So I got 12 drinks, and I drank that in I think about 6 days because I was having about 2 a day. And guess what? I didn't drink anymore after that week. And you know why? Because I said, hey, that was fun for those 5 days while I drank, but that was the past. I don't have to do that, you know? And those things are like 6%. Like each one of those things is like 6%. You know what I'm saying? And I was drinking like 2, sometimes 3 a day just because I wanted to do so, like for fun. I wanted to, you know? And then I stopped. After that, I didn't drink anymore. You know why? Because you can drink and not be addicted to alcohol.
I mean, yeah, but I would also assume it's the amount you're drinking as well,
Well, it's the amount you're
because I know.
drinking. It's the amount you're drinking and the alcohol volume. Like if you're fucking like drinking like not a shot, like a glass. If you're drinking like a glass of like fucking Absolute every day, that's hardcore addiction. That shit is like fucking like 30% alcohol volume and shit. That shit is horrible. And if you're drinking like a glass, that's like 10 shots. Like you're fucking hardcore fucked up at that point. You're probably dead actually. You probably are dead.
If you're still kicking, then you'd probably deserve an award because you
Yeah.
shouldn't be.
That's all I'm saying though, is you can drink like you can have one night where you get absolutely fucking hammered, obliterated. You'll have a hangover the next day. Are you hardcore addicted though? Not really, because here's the thing, right? I know that science kind of disproves this. Like there are things that you can get addicted to the first time that you do it, but alcohol and like cigarettes aren't really like that. Like is it true that you can get addicted to smoking after one cigarette? You can, but it's much more likely that you'd get addicted after like a week of smoking. And it's way more like reasonable that you would get addicted to drinking after like weeks of drinking, like 2 or 3 weeks of drinking. And seriously, it depends on what you're drinking. If you're drinking a glass of wine every day, I don't think the alcohol is in big enough amounts to actually cause addiction at that point. Like, you can drink responsibly. You know what I'm saying? And not be addicted. You can drink responsibly.
Yeah. When it gets to a point where you're slurring, I don't have a problem, then I think there is a problem. You know?
I mean, I guess. I kind of understand, you know? I think that when it gets to the point where you're drinking heavily every single day, that's a problem. If you're drinking heavily once a month, honestly, you could just be doing it for fun. Like, hey, I want to go hang out with my buddies and get shit-faced. And then you don't drink for the rest of the month. That's not addiction. You know what I'm saying? That's not addiction.
No, that's just a fucking Saturday night with the boys.
And legitimately, that's even more dangerous than being addicted, though, because you could get alcohol poisoning and die if you're not, like, a veteran drinker.
Oh yeah, I forgot. You can get alcohol poisoning by drinking too much at once.
Yeah, I
So
mean,
that's also fun.
I mean, I have my vices. Am I a drinker? Absolutely fucking not. Legitimately, I am not 21, but I didn't buy it. You know what I'm saying? I had someone who was 21 buy it, and it's not like I got
So
it's not like I got shit faced. Like I casually drink. Like it's the same thing as like having a fucking glass of wine with your mom. Is it against the law? Yeah. Do you really care though? Not really. It's not like I was getting fucking drunk. I just wanted to have like a drink or two for the taste, and because I actually kind of felt a little bit of a buzz, so I kind of felt more relaxed. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if you drink. I think you've told me that you've drank very lightly before, but like,
yeah, like very. I think the first time I did it, I was at my mom. My mom had or my mom got remarried like last year, or no, yeah, last year, and this was before I turned 21. Like this was before October,
dude,
so I
I
was still
forgot you.
technically under it.
I was gonna say
And
I forgot that you are 21 right now. I'm not.
yeah, and so I took one shot of I think Fireball. It was definitely very cinnamony and
Okay.
spicy.
I actually kind of like
So
Fireball, but like
I took one shot.
the difference is that unlike other people my age, like 20 and 19, right? I'm not going to go to a party and fucking drink like 10 cups of like jungle juice and like fucking die that night. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go there and I'm going to drink like 2 or 3 drinks until I think, hey, any more beyond this point, I can't drive and it's getting dangerous because I'm not going to be in the right state of mind. So I could be laying in the couch and some dude could like rape me or kill me or something. And I wouldn't be
Jeez.
I wouldn't be able to do anything about it cuz I'm too drunk. All right? I am the definition of a casual drinker. I literally only drink for the taste and for fun. That's it. Just for fun. That's
And,
literally it.
and I'll be honest, I don't even like it all that much. Like, because I took that one shot and I'm like, yeah, this is cool, but it feels like there's a slug stuck in my throat now.
I will
Like when
be
I'm like,
honest.
it feels like I can't
I
breathe.
will be honest. I'm not really for like taking shots of like fucking whiskey and shit. Mike's Hard Lemonade tastes like lemonade. There's a fucking shit ton of sugar in it, so you can't even taste alcohol. Um, Smirnoff, those red, white, and blue like things, those wine coolers are pretty good. Margaritas, I think, are pretty fucking good. All things that you don't taste alcohol in at all, and you're just doing it for the flavor and the taste. And it's like, oh, I mean, you could get a virgin margarita. It's like, I could, but here's the thing, right? It's still going to be like the exact same price, except for like maybe $2 because of the alcohol. It's still like $8 per fucking drink. I might as well get a little bit drunk while doing it. Not even drunk, buzzed. I might as well if I'm going to drink it. You know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying here,
Mm-hmm.
right? If I'm going to drink a margarita, I
Yeah.
might as well get a little bit buzzed while doing it.
Yeah, and I think the only time I had a legitimate drink was when I went up to 7-Eleven one time and I got a fucking hard tea because I'm like, hey,
Well,
I'm legal
wait.
now. I can get this.
Was it Twisted Tea?
Yes.
I knew it, dude. It's funny because my buddy Matt, right? I was working at the grocery store, and he wanted to buy alcohol, right? And it was the 25th that day, and his fucking card said that his birthday was the 15th. So he was 10 days 21. And you know what he got? He got 2 beatboxes and 3 6-packs. I was like, "Oh Christ."
Jesus
If you
Christ.
don't know what a beatbox is, a beatbox is like a big juice box. Like, I can probably fucking find a picture of it. It's a big juice box that has fruit in it. It's a juice box, right? But here's the thing. They're 12%.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're 12%.
Yep.
So like you don't even really realize that you're getting so fucking hammered cuz like one of them is like cranberry juice and the other one is pink lemonade. So you're drinking something that could be like a fucking Kool-Aid or something or like a Capri Sun, right? But it's like 30, it's like 25 or like 20 fluid ounces, and it's 11%.
Jesus fucking shit.
Yeah, dude, he was gonna get fucked up, dude. Oh, dude,
Hell, I
wait.
didn't even fucking do
I
that. I
just
waited
found
like
it.
a month.
I just found them. Like, I just found what I was talking about. Do they have the cranberry one? I don't know if they have the cranberry one because I want to find the because like the store that I work at sells two. It sells the cranberry one and it sells the pink lemonade one.
Yeah, I think I've like quote unquote drank 3 times in my entire life, and 2 of them were fucking shots.
I'm actually gonna show you this fucking beatbox thing. Yeah,
Oh,
I.
cool.
Yeah, I actually can't find the cranberry one, so I don't know if it's just like a weird one that like only we have or something. But very
It's a
odd.
store exclusive.
Yeah, I don't know, man. But I'm actually gonna I'm gonna show you right now, actually.
This is epic.
You motherfucker. I gotta.
Yay.
All right, here we go. I'm gonna send it to you. But yeah, these things right here. These things called beatboxes. He got 2 of these and a fucking 6-pack. 3 6-packs actually. So he was probably planning on getting fucked up. And I was like, you know what? He was like, yeah, this is the first 6-pack I've bought. I was like, you know what, man? Good for you. Like, legitimately good for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, god damn it. I completely fucking forgot that the juice that makes you come very hard is still there. So,
Yeah.
god damn it, dude. Here we go, right here. These things, they're fucking juice boxes, right? But they're 11%. They're 11% alcohol.
Oh my god.
And yeah,
Oh.
dude,
God.
17 fluid ounces. Do you know how much that is? Like a Sprite is 20 fluid ounces. And it's 11%.
If you want to get fucked up quick, this is how to do it.
Dude, here's the thing. Those things sell like fucking wildfire in the store. So many people buy those.
I can see why.
And because like here's the thing, right? I think that I can't remember, but I think that like each beatbox is like $5.99 or something.
Ooh.
Like
Oh man.
all I remember is that the price is like $6.90. Like it's not that bad, you know, for what you're getting. So I mean,
You know, I would have to agree.
yeah, man. Honestly, dude, like I said, I'm not ever gonna be able to try those unless I get someone who's 21 to buy them for me. But I kind of want to try those, like legitimately. I kind of want to try them.
I mean, you could always just wait till you can actually get them on your own.
Yeah, I could, but like I could just give somebody the money to go buy them for me, and then I could drink them after that. Or like you said, I could wait, but that's a long time away, dude. That's 2 months, which is not that. Holy fuck, that's not that long. Oh my god.
Gee, it's almost like I had a smart point or something.
Dude, 2 months and I'll be 21, dude. I can drink whenever I want. I can go to bars and shit, do whatever I want, bro.
Yeah, and then get kicked out because you overdid it by accident.
Dude, I'm not gonna overdo it by accident. You know how expensive that shit is? Like a margarita is like $8. That shit is not cheap. And here's the thing. If you want to get technical, right, just like with marijuana, eating food and stuff like that actually brings down how much alcohol like affects your body, right? And most people buy food. You know why? Because this is not even a joke. On average, if your bar serves food, guests stay 59 minutes longer than if you didn't serve food. 59 minutes longer. An hour longer at your bar if you serve food.
Oh.
So, like, I'm probably going to eat food and drink. That's the point, is that, like, a lot of people like think that college students and like 20 somethings are fucking idiots, and I guess they kind of are to a point, but like a lot of them that are in college, if they're 21, they've been in college for like 2 or 3 years. If they're going to go and drink, they're going to go to a bar and drink like while eating. They're not going to waste all their money because they're college students. They're not going to waste all their money, and they're not going to throw their entire career away for one night of drinking. Like, they're going to drink casually. They're going to drink responsibly and for fun. That's the thing, is that people think that young people, like 20 and 30, right, those are the people that abuse alcohol and don't drink responsibly. Wrong. It's like 40 and 50-year-olds who have been drinking for 20 years already and abusing the fuck out of alcohol. Those are the people who don't drink responsibly because they're hardcore addicts. Whereas, like, if you're like 21, 22 or something, one bad night of like binge drinking and getting fucking completely sick and fucked up the next day, you're probably not going to do that again. And if you're smart, you're not even going to do it the first time. Like, here's the thing, right? Like, college students, like 20-somethings, right? Look at the people who are 40 years old, 50 years old, right? That are drinking like 10 beers every single day, or more. We look at those people and say, wow, those people are fucking losers. Because, like, here's the thing, right? Sometimes it might be a psychological thing. Like, they might be mentally sick, but sometimes they choose that. Like, I know people, right, who can legitimately, not even joking, just quit drinking whenever they want. They can just quit and stop for the rest of their life. The thing is that they don't want to. They just want to keep doing that. They want to keep drinking like 20 beers a day because that's what they want to do.
I mean, yeah, I would assume that's the reason.
Exactly. Like, it's not like they're, like mentally sick or like fucking like, even hardcore addicted if you can stop. They just want to do that. Like, that's what they want to do. And it's like, I mean, you're allowed to do that. Like, it's your life, but like, why would you want to do that? It's such a fucking money sink. It makes you super fucking sick and more likely to die later on. Like, it kind of changes who you are. Like, you get more violent, and like, if you've been drinking for like 20 years, like, you're not the person you were 20 years ago. You know what I'm saying? It changes you, like, who you are.
Yeah. I would know that from experience, actually.
Yeah, so would I.
I know that all too well.
Yeah, see, so would I.
So, I guess on the same spectrum as substances,
Weed.
like
Dude,
weed,
dude, I'm so fucking hyped. You know why?
no.
Because you know that fucking brownie that I had?
Mm-hmm.
We got 3 of them in stock right now. Like, not in stock like at a grocery store. Like, we have 3 of them, like, here. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got 3 of them.
No.
Bro, we got fucking
You're not
3
gonna
of
do what
them.
I think you're gonna do, are
No,
you?
no, dude. If I had 3 of them, that would be such a fucking awful experience when, like, a quarter of one fucks you up beyond belief. Like, 3 of them, you'd probably die. Like, not even kidding. Like, you would be laying in your bed in the void, shitting and pissing yourself. Like, it wouldn't be fun. Like,
Oh
dude,
my
I've known
God.
people who have got that high. Like, I've known people. I've heard stories of people who got so high that they lay down on the couch and just shit and piss themselves because they were just on the couch and they couldn't, like, move.
What the fuck?
Because they overdid it like hell, dude. Like, I remember, right? I remember a story of a buddy of mine, right? Who fucking... I wasn't there, but they told me this story, right? Who, they got weed butter, like marijuana butter, right? And they thought it'd be a really good idea to have 2 pieces of toast and, like, double layer both of them with the butter. And I was like, oh my fucking God, you're gonna die. Because they did it on, like, both fucking sides. So it's like, bro, are you fucking insane? You're gonna get so fucked up. Dude, seriously, I was like, what the fuck are you doing, dude? Are you serious? You know how fucked up that's gonna make you? Like I said, I wasn't there.
He didn't give a shit.
Dude, I wasn't there, but I heard the story, and they were like, yeah, dude, I laid on the couch. Like, what I did was I ate a bag of fucking a Starburst. I laid on the couch and shit and pissed my pants. And I was like, are you serious? And they're like, yeah, I swear to God. I was like, bro, how is that even fun? They're like, oh, it wasn't. It was not. I was like, I can guess. Fucking laying on your friend's couch and you shit and piss yourself. Like, they come out and there's like, bro, you were fucked up last night. And it was like, I think I was fucked up more than I thought. I shit and piss on your couch, fam.
Good luck cleaning it.
I
Oh
shitted,
my
I shitted, and
god.
I shitted and pissed.
Jeez, I can only imagine the smell. Oh god.
Yeah, the marijuana shit and piss, and just fucking laying in the couch, just marinating in it.
Yeah.
Dude, and here's the thing. I have no idea, like, when the person I'm talking about, like, shit and pissed themselves. Like, I don't know if it was, like, an hour after and they, like, slept in it or what.
Oh my god.
Like, I have no idea. I have no idea, because, like, the story was not that detailed. So, like, it's possible that they did it, like, late at night, and at, like, 12 o'clock, they fell asleep, and they just slept in their shit and piss. They just slept in it.
Good
That's
god.
possible. Like, that's actually possible, and that's so fucking gross to think about.
Yeah, it is. Oh my god.
I mean,
God.
to be fair, if you get drunk enough, that will also happen. You will also shit and piss yourself.
Yeah, I know that, but usually oh my god. No.
Dude, like, if you, like, here's the thing, right? Like, marijuana is legal now in my state, so they're like, hey, please smoke responsibly, because you know that people aren't gonna fucking do it. Like, the same guy who buys a 30-pack of, like, Bush beer and drinks the whole thing in one night, that person probably is going to be the person who goes and buys 100 milligrams of edibles and takes all of them in one night.
Oh god, I can only imagine the amount of shit he's going to be going through, figuratively and literally.
I mean, you know, I had another fucking topic as well. I actually had two more, but I don't think any of them are going to be in depth as this one. The next one might be as in depth as this one.
Oh boy, do give us a preview.
Fucking, I want to talk about tattoos.
Oh.
Because I have been really, really wanting to get one. And there's a tattoo shop where I live, and basically my job, I could walk to my job, and it would take me like a couple of minutes. You know what I'm saying? Like a couple of minutes. When I drive to my job, it takes me not even a minute, to put it into perspective. It's that close. The tattoo shop is also that close. The tattoo shop might be even closer. So I was thinking about it. I was like, dude, I know that I don't have a lot of money right now, but like I have this job and I'm making about $200 a week, you know? So like about, $800 a month. And the only thing that I have to pay is car insurance payments. I don't even have to pay that because my great aunt said that she would help me with it because I can like drive her around and stuff because she's blind. And I was like, if you would be willing to do that, and she's like, yeah, I'll do that. So I don't even have to pay for that. So it's like, dude, I'm making money right now and I don't have any expenses. Like, I could pay on my student loans, I guess, but I don't really want to do that because I don't have to pay on them until I get out of college. And if I start paying on them, then the fucking interest starts to set in. You know what I'm
Ah,
saying? Like, the interest doesn't start until I graduate college. The interest doesn't start. But if I start paying on them, the interest starts.
I see.
But, yeah, it's like, I'm making money, and it's like, dude, you know what? I've wanted this for a long time. Fuck it. I want to get a tattoo. And I've been thinking about what I wanted.
Didn't you say I remember at some point you were like, "Hey, you know, um fucking so there's this tattoo I want, but I don't know anyone that can actually, make it look right." And you basically asked me to sketch one out for it, like a rough draft almost. So I guess since we're on the topic, I should ask, do you still want it? And you might have to remind me what the fuck it is, because I kind of forgot. Because a lot of
Well,
shit's happened since, like,
here's the thing,
months
right?
ago.
Here's the thing, right? There's one
Ow.
thing that I really, really, really want, you know? And I don't know if I'll ever be able to get it because I seriously don't think it's, like, possible to get the tattoo that I want because I think it's legitimately just too hard to do.
What even is it?
Well, I'm trying to find the image, right? But here's the thing, right? It's like there is a tattoo that I want, but it is so fucking big and intricate and stuff that I don't think I could ever get it. There are other tattoos that I want, but here's the thing. all of them are super fucking intricate and super fucking complicated, and I don't know if people could actually do it. Huh.
I have fan to trade you for.
Okay, I'm doing something right now. Go ahead, take it. Not right now, though, because you're gonna unplug shit I don't want you to unplug. Later. But, I'm trying to find a fucking image of it. Oh, it's right here. So let me grab this image, right?
God, that fucking
Oh my
juice
fucking god.
image
It's a
is-
goddamn GIF. I'm so pissed. I'm so fucking pissed. I'm so fucking mad, dude. I want to get away from that fucking thing. Like, the joke isn't even funny anymore. It's just fucking annoying because you can't do anything with that fucking image type. It is the worst image type I've ever fucking seen. It is so shit. But this is
It's
kind of...
basically a JPEG.
See, look, you gotta download it, so you can't even fucking, like, see it. This is so... You see, it's so fucking dumb, dude. Because it's a fucking GIF, dude.
So fucking Jafif, I can't fucking do this anymore.
Dude, legitimately, I'm gonna have to fucking, like, snipping tool the motherfucker. And then send it as a not fucking GIF, bro. This is dumb as hell, man. They have to snipping tool this cancer. I probably shouldn't do that. We're gonna get demonetized out the ass. We probably have already gotten demonetized, to be honest. There's a million fucking things that we've done that would fucking demonetize us at this point.
We don't even make money yet.
That is true, yeah. We already are demonetized because we don't make any money. You know? So we kind of already are demonetized because we were never making any money in the first fucking place. So, I mean...
We were never monetized, so there's no reason to fucking take it away.
Yeah, we have to pay YouTube to remain on the platform. They're like, wow, you guys are so fucking damaging. You're gonna have to pay us in order to keep, like, stay on this. Is this a fucking GIF? No, it's not. It's a PNG. Right here. This is kind of what I want, because I really like this end screen. But look at how fucking intricate it is. There's no way I could get that tattooed on me.
I mean...
Dude, no, that is so fucking intricate. There's no way I could get that tattooed on me. And if I did, I'd have to get it, like, on my chest, and it would take, like, fucking, like, a month. It would take so fucking long to do that.
I mean, does it always have to be 1-to-1?
I mean, no, but, like, if it's too small, you're not gonna be able to tell what it is.
Well, if you're gonna get it on your chest anyway, then no one's gonna see it. So what's the point?
Because I don't want a shitty tattoo, you retard. You're a fucking idiot. You seriously want to pay a bunch of money to get something permanently on you that looks like shit? You're a fucking tard.
Ow.
Or
Charger stay.
I kind of wanted that, or I wanted something Resident Evil themed because I really like Resident Evil.
God, don't tell me you're gonna get a basic bitch Umbra Corp tattoo.
I was not going to get the fucking umbrella symbol because that's so
Okay.
fucking basic as hell. That's the one thing I didn't want to do. Because, like, that shit is, like, it's the most recognizable, but it's, like, it's just kind of boring. Like, you've seen it before.
Hey, look at me. I know Resident Evil. I have the Umbrella logo. Look at me. Like, I genuinely probably lose respect for you if you decided to get one of those. Like, I'm being serious. I
It's
would
just
genuinely
boring,
lose
dude.
respect.
It's just boring. Like, it's just a fucking boring-ass tattoo that everyone has seen before. Like, everyone has seen
I
it
would
before.
be fine with a fucking liquor face, to be honest.
See-
Anything but the Umbra Corp.
See, this is kind of what I wanted, because this is really fucking cool. I'm gonna send you this. This is really cool. I mean, I don't really think that you'd understand, like, what this is, you know, but you might. This is one of those things where it's, like, it's so niche that people might not, like, get what it is, you know, and that's kind of a problem. if people don't understand what the fuck it is. But look at this tattoo. This is cool, and this is kind of something that I would want to get. Yeah, you don't get it, do you?
I think I get it.
You
I
don't.
I think I've seen this. I know I've seen this somewhere actually. I just can't pinpoint what it is. I've definitely seen this imagery before, but I don't know where.
Well, I'll
And
show.
that's the thing that pisses me off.
Yeah, well, I'll show you from where. Because it's very easy for me to show you.
Look, given the context, I would assume it's Resident Evil themed,
It
or
is.
like in
It
that,
is.
you know. Fuck. Damn it, that's pissing me off. I know I've seen that somewhere, but I don't know where.
Dude, I'm gonna show it to
God.
you, and I'm gonna show it to you, and you're gonna be like, oh, I didn't know it was that. See, I'm trying to find a fucking image from the game, but I can't find a good image from the game. Wait, this is pretty good. Yeah, this is actually really good. Holy shit, this is a good image. I'm gonna use this one. That's because it's from the game. It's exactly what I wanted. This is from the game.
Damn, this is a really good image. Oh, it's from the game.
That's what I wanted. I wasn't getting anything from the fucking game. I was just getting like weird fucking bullshit that wasn't from the game. This is from the game, and this is a tattoo that I would love. By the way, like I said, I guarantee you're gonna see this. You're gonna be like, "Oh, I didn't know it was that." Like, I feel like you think you get it. I don't think you actually get it.
I probably don't get it, but I've definitely seen that somewhere. And just by process of elimination, I would have assumed it's
Well,
Resident Evil.
does
themed.
this look familiar at all?
Yes, actually.
Okay, you know who that is? That's from Resident Evil. That's William Birkin, aka G.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I've seen gameplay of it like months ago, and I just kind of forgot. But I have vague recollections
But yeah,
of it.
that's what that is. It's fucking William Birkin's eyeball. Because if you know anything about G, it's that G pretty much weak spot is eyeball. In fact,
Weak spot is eyeball.
the more he evolves, the more eyeballs he gets. That's his first form. In his second form, he has 3 eyeballs. In his third form, he has like 5. In his fucking fourth form, he's just a giant like mutant fucking thing crawling on the ground that's only eyeballs. And in his very last form, right, he's just a giant wall of flesh, and the center of it is just a giant eyeball.
So basically, he's the living embodiment of evolution if it didn't work.
He's the living embodiment of eyeballs.
Like, why would an organism evolve to have weak spots that obvious? Especially if
Because
you know,
because
you
it
know
wasn't
it's
because it wasn't evolution, it was a virus, the G virus.
well, yeah, but viruses still mutate and evolve. That's why the flu is so vastly different.
Yeah, but there are also viruses
Okay.
like sickle cell that don't evolve. That's why it's a virus, you fucking idiot. Or like cancer.
But still, why?
It's
why
the
would-
opposite of
why would-
evolution. It's the opposite of evolution. That's kind of the point of a virus.
That's my point. Why? I just feel like it's a little dumb for an organism to do such a thing. Like, hey, I understand your weakness is the eye, but so like,
Yeah, but it gives
why
you
don't we
yeah,
just make
but
it-
here's the thing. It gives you superhuman strength and the ability to regenerate and pretty much never die cuz he just keeps coming back over and over and over again.
I don't know why I find that. Maybe it's because I've never played Resident Evil aside from like one of the
here's the thing.
spin-off games
Here's
on
the
the
thing.
Switch.
The more that he evolves, the more his brain just literally fucking dissolves. Like, it eats his brain. G is a horrible fucking virus. Like, if the T virus, the one that creates, like, the tyrants and stuff from the first game, like, basically, like, Mr. X, that's a tyrant. That's the T virus, right? G is G virus. Compare those two. Compare Mr. X, who's a genius and fairly normal, to fucking William Birkin, G. You see how different those viruses are? It's because one of them, they're like exact opposites of each other. One of them is very sophisticated and makes you like a giant like intelligent fucking superhuman. The other one completely destroys your mind and body and just fucking completely makes you a giant monstrous killing machine with no brain at all. They are exact opposites of each other. These viruses are yin and yang, white and black. They are literally opposites. That is the point, actually. Is that the T virus you can build an immunity to. The G virus has no immunity because it just tackles the brain immediately. That's the point. You can be immune to the T virus, but if you're immune to the T virus, you're not immune to the G virus. The immunity does not carry over. Like you sound like you sound
a little.
yeah, you sound like a fucking idiot right now because you've never played the game, so you're just saying dumb shit that has been explained like in the game.
Well, I mean, yeah, I just found it funny. You don't have to be like facetious about it. Like I was just trying to be funny, but
No, dude,
also, you're gonna think I'm more of a fucking retard, but that's okay. I'm used to that by now. It took me a solid 10 minutes to figure out that that is a shoulder in the previous image you sent me. I thought that was some dude's arm, like really disfigured.
I thought
and they just, took advantage of it.
You know that
No, that's a shoulder.
You know that the shoulder is part of the arm, right?
Oh my god, yes, I know that.
Yeah, it's part of the arm.
I meant the forearm, not the fucking connector piece.
Why? Okay, why would you? Which image are you talking about? The second one I sent, the game footage, or the tattoo
one?
The tattoo. Why would you think? Why would you think it's his forearm when you can fucking see the shirt right there and his armpit? You dumb motherfucker.
I didn't see the shirt. I was focusing on the arm.
You can't see his shirt. You can't see his neck right there, and you can't see his armpit.
I genuinely.
Dude, you're a blind. You're a blind
motherfucker.
You're a blind motherfucker. There's like 100 million context clues that you can look at and tell that's a shoulder. Like the line going down, like the armpit and the shirt and like all that shit. Like, what the fuck? Dude, you can't even see the hand in the picture. Why the fuck do you think it was a forearm?
I don't know.
Dude, you can't see elbow.
That's a really...
You cannot see elbow in the image. There's no elbow in the image. Why the fuck do you think it was a forearm?
I've been sitting here for like 10 minutes thinking like, that's a weird looking arm. What the
You're
fuck?
such a fucking idiot, dude. You're such an idiot.
What happened to him? Because I thought it was one of those pictures where like, you have one of those guys that have like an amputated arm, and then a tattoo artist like...
And me sending you the image of William Birkin from the game where his shoulder has an eyeball didn't fucking tip you off?
Yeah, the image is so low quality that I genuinely couldn't tell if that was just a tumor or an eyeball.
How is that low quality?
I didn't know what the... Okay, I see it now, but I had to like zoom in to actually see it.
Okay, that's not the image. Everybody watching this could tell what that image is. I think you're just fucking actually blind. Like, that's a you problem. Your vision is fucked. That has nothing to do with the image. Your vision is fucked. Or your computer or phone is a piece of shit. If you're on phone and you're trying to look at the image on a tiny-ass fucking screen...
loading fine except this specific one.
You're just a fucking idiot, dude. That's just
I'm not, though. Every other image you send me is crisp as it can be. But this specific one is like Minecraft
You're
filter.
so fucking dumb. It is not Minecraft level, dude. Alright?
That is what it looks like on my end,
It's not the crispest image, but you can fucking tell what that fucking image is, dude. Like I said, I think that you're just, like, visually impaired. Well, do you wear glasses? Because you might need to. And if you do wear glasses, they ain't fucking working, dude.
But that's the thing. Every single image you've sent me up until this point is fine. I can tell what it is, except for the tattoo one. I don't know why I thought that was a forearm.
Bro, it's because you're fucking super blind, man. That's you. Super blind, bros,
I guess my
dude.
vision just doesn't like this one specific image because I can see everything else. I can see the juice that makes you come.
Like I said, maybe you're just really fucking stupid, dude. Maybe that's it.
I can see Will Smith getting fucking...
Dude, yes. Yeah, all those images are in there. Yes, you are correct. Shut up.
G.I. Jane.
What the fuck are you laughing at, idiot? I didn't even say anything funny.
I'm looking back at all the images we sent. There's the fucking British dude in the airsoft
Dude,
tournament.
it's not that funny. That was the least funny image in the fucking pack. That was the least funny image in the pack.
Oh, good heavens! I do appear to have been spotted.
Dude,
For fuck's sake.
that's not even funny, bro. It's so you're so fucking dumb, dude, for real.
Well, speaking of dumb, and this actually kind of segues back to the whole substance thing we were talking about, but more so on an actual food scale this time. So earlier today,
Dude, I actually just found a legitimate fucking funny image. I was scrolling back through the fucking images that I sent, right? And fucking I found the goddamn monkey and it says, "Oh fuck, you're gonna make me funge."
God damn it.
It's even funnier because I can't remember who it was, but it was like a really famous actor or something who was gonna make a fucking animated series about his NFT, and his account got hacked and stolen, so he doesn't officially own it anymore. I can't remember who it was, but it was like a really famous person, right? That bought an NFT, and they were gonna make a fucking animated cartoon out of it, and it got fucking stolen, so he doesn't have the rights anymore, so he can't do it. That's hilarious. Like an actual fucking millionaire, because it was a really famous celebrity, right? And the fucking NFT got stolen, and it's like, fuck, we don't own it anymore. We can't do the TV show we were planning on doing. And it's like, you got fucked, man. You got funged, bro. You got funged. They funged all over your face. Bro, you got funge on your back.
But, yeah, so me and my nan got into a weird fucking... I wouldn't necessarily call it an argument, more so a debate. And, for context, years ago, I had a really big problem with drinking milk, like, almost near addiction levels of drinking milk for some reason. And my mom got tired of it one day, and she's like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna solve this issue. Here's powdered milk. So now you have yours and we have ours. And I'm like, okay, cool.
Bro, my mom used to
Hey,
get
a lot of
boxed
people-
milk. My mom used to get milk in a box, like a little box, and that shit was actually pretty good.
Mhm.
It was, I think it was skim milk.
And that's the thing.
It was skim milk. It was that kind of shit that they serve in like fucking old people homes and shit. But here's the thing: that box milk, it was real milk. It was just in a box, and I drank that shit. It was good.
That's the thing. I actually liked it, and my mom thought it, like, because it's powdered milk. It's literally dehydrated, pasteurized milk. But apparently, everyone in my family thinks it's some artificially made shit. So my mom is like, "No, I'm not doing this anymore. This is borderline abuse." And I'm like, "Mom, but this is delicious, though. I love this shit."
I was about to say it's not fucking artificial milk. Oh, by the way, though, I remember that I can't remember who it was, but I remember that we didn't get like almond milk or anything. We got actual milk, but it was lactose-free milk, and then we got half gallons. I drank 2 or 3 half gallons in a couple of days. That shit was so good. I fucking would take a whole half gallon to my bedroom and just drink it throughout the day. It was so fucking delicious.
So fast forward to now, like 3 or so years later, and for some reason I have this conversation with my nan about it, and we get into it, and she has the fucking nerve to tell me that powdered milk is an artificial like creation while eating a slice of processed Kraft cheese.
Oh yeah, Kraft cheese. That shit is not even close to being real cheese.
No, it's 60% real cheese and it's fucking what I think 40% food grade plastic.
Yeah,
but
it's
specifically manufactured.
It's
to do
kind
the
of
things it does.
yeah, it's kind of weird, man. It's kind of fucked up. Yeah, like I'm not here to like bust anyone's balls, but like that shit is gross. If you like it, go ahead and eat it, but it's fucking disgusting. I don't like cheese anyway, but that shit is just bad. Like it's just not very good. Dude, I just realized, right?
Person, so I'll eat it regardless. But it's like I know what I'm eating, and so like, how can you have the fucking gall to tell me my powdered milk is like shit because it's artificial?
Bro,
Kraft.
bro.
Wow.
I was going to ask you a question. I was going to ask you, hey, have you ever watched a whole episode of our podcast? And I realized that I haven't. And you know why? Because it's fucking boring and it sucks. So if we can't even watch a full episode, no fucking way anybody else is going to watch a full episode of this.
Well,
Dude, tell me I'm wrong, though.
no, but there are simpler ways of telling me my stories suck.
No, like, I'm talking about, like, any episode is like, dude, like, we're just talking in a fucking channel. We're not doing anything.
Well, what the fuck are we supposed to do?
I don't know, dude. I don't know. Bro, I had a
Exactly.
good idea for a tattoo. So I kind of want patches, right? And I don't know if you
Oh,
play the game.
no.
You know Angel, the fucking cat, like the femboy cat, Angel?
Mm-hmm.
I want, like, Patches and Angel, right? And they're, like, standing next to each other, right? And, Patches is kissing Angel, but he's also, like, has a knife in his fucking stomach and is just, like, dragging it down, like, basically de-gutting him. And it says, like, you know, love is painful or something like that. I want that. That sounds fucking sick. Like, on my chest. So it's fucking Patches, like, killing Angel in the fucking most graphic way possible, and it has, like, a romantic quote on it or something.
That just seems counterintuitive to me.
Yeah, that's the point. That's the point. He's that kind of guy. It's like, oh, I love you so much that I want to fucking cut your head off and keep it in my locker. Did you know that in the game, unironically, he has the knife that he stabbed Angel with the first time on a fucking, like, award thing in his fucking locker? Like, he has a shrine to Angel. He has all of his pictures in his locker. The knife has, like, its own pedestal that he can, like, lift it from. And he has Angel's fucking eyeball in a jar in his locker. He's fucking insane, dude. He's insane.
You have a father figure present at the time.
Like, dude, he is that fucked up. Like, he literally wants to date Angel, and because Angel said no, he's like, okay, then I'm gonna fucking kill you and kill everyone in the world because you don't love me. And he was like, it's a little bit fucking, you know, it's a little bit, fucking too far. You know, it's a little bit of an overreaction, I think.
Yeah, that's a little extreme, but you
It's
know,
like,
people.
it's like, here's the thing, right? Like, killing Angel, understandable. Killing the whole school? What the fuck are you doing? Why? What point is there? They didn't even, like, I don't understand it, because a lot of the people, like, his friends that, like, they know him, you know, like, through high school, and so you're just gonna kill him for no reason just because you don't like one person? That doesn't make any sense. It's the equivalent of me saying, you know what? I don't like you, so I'm gonna murder my whole family because I don't like you. Doesn't make any sense at all.
That's like almost the plot of every single fucking revenge movie from the 80s. I don't know why, but it's like, oh, you don't like me? Well, how about I just fuck you over, like, indefinitely?
Yeah, but, like, Patches isn't really fucking him. He's fucking himself over. Because he's just killing a bunch of people for no reason. He's just killing people that, like, he knows. Like, they're his friends. And I was like, what the fuck, man?
People must pay for their ignorance. But dude, half of these people, they don't even know you. What the fuck?
Yeah, that is true.
These
Most
people don't even know
Yeah,
you.
that's true. Most of the people who he murdered in all three games don't even really know who he is, which is interesting, you know? But,
We'll never get to know him now.
yeah, because they're dead. I mean, I think that would be a really cool tattoo. All I know is that I'm either going to get, like, a Resident Evil tattoo or a Perfect Apocalypse tattoo, because I really like both of those games. And I kind of want, like, a fucking weird, like, you know what yandere is? You know, like the chick who loves you so much.
Yeah, that's what Patches is.
Yeah, the chick who likes you so much that she'll fucking kill all your friends and kill you if you don't love her. That's Patches. So I want, like, flower petals in the background, you know? Like, the perfect picture would be Patches in a tuxedo, Angel in a wedding dress. There's, like, flower petals in the back, and, like, fucking Angel is a corpse with, like, a knife in his gut. And, like, Patches is marrying him. And it says, like, you'll love me or no one, or something like that. Because that would be a fucking sick-ass tattoo. Like on my chest, like it's fucking this like patches slaughtering angel, and they're like getting married or like kissing or something, you know, and it's like you're mine and only mine, like a romantic quote that in the right context would be a cute quote, but in this context is super fucking disturbing. That would be a banger ass tattoo. You know it would be a banger, straight banger. You know it, like you actually know it.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
Like, get that shit tattooed on my chest, so, like, I'm on the beach or something, right? And I fucking take my shirt off and I have that tattoo, dude. Or, like, anything, you know? And they're like, bro, what is that tattoo? I was like, bro, it's this fucking Dalmatian dog slaughtering this fucking cat and saying, no, you're gonna love me or I'm gonna fucking kill you, dude. Even when you're dead, you're still gonna belong to me. And I was like, dude, that's some fucked up crazy shit, dude. It's true crime, but with animated dog and cat. That'd be a fucking sick ass tattoo, dude.
If I ever do get a tattoo, I want it to be one of two things: either the Elder Sigil from H.P. Lovecraft, or this specific image from Metal Gear Revengeance.
See, I know what it's gonna be. I know what it's gonna
funny.
be. I know what it's gonna be. The guy fucking like looking between his legs with his ass. It's gonna be that. It is, isn't it? Well, I literally called it. You're so fucking predictable. Dude, the images aren't even loading on my screen yet, and I still knew what it was gonna be. I knew what it was gonna be. You're such a fucking predictable ass bastard, dude.
I just think it's funny.
Dude, the only problem with a tattoo is, like, can you imagine if I'm, like, trying to, like, fuck a chick or, like, fuck a guy or whatever, right? And I take my shirt off and they see that on my chest. And they're like, bro, why you got animated dog gutting this cat, forcing it to marry his, like, corpse? It's kind of fucked up. And I was like, oh, I just think it's kind of cool. They'd be like, yeah, no. They'd put their clothes back on and leave.
They'd be like, I'm never leaving again.
Dude, they'd be like, I'm fucking out of here, bro. They'd get in their car and fucking skirt out of that bitch. They'd be like, nah, man, I ain't staying with this motherfucker. Got the fucking yandere fucking tattoo on his chest. Fuck this. It's like, not today, nigga. I didn't kill today. No, not today. Not today. Bro, none of your images fucking load, dude. None of them.
Well, that's unfortunate.
It is unfortunate.
I've sent it via alternative methods.
So I had one more fucking topic to talk about, bro. If you want to hear about it.
Yes.
Okay. I fucking knew it was going to be that. You're such a fucking idiot, dude. I hate you. I didn't even see it and I predicted it. You predictable bastard. Like, for real. You predictable bastard. I knew it was going to be that fucking image. I fucking knew it. But, my next topic is, this might be a very controversial opinion, but the Wii had some of the best games of all time on it. Like, the original Wii had banger-ass games, dude. Bangers.
That's about as controversial as saying water is good.
Bro,
everyone knows this.
I'm just saying, man. The Wii had some of the best games of all time. Fucking Wii Sports, a fucking banger. Super Mario Galaxy 1 and 2, classics. Super Paper Mario, a fucking experience. Trauma Center, New Blood, hardest fucking game I've ever played in my life. Super fucking awesome. The immersion is awesome, soundtrack is awesome, story is awesome, gameplay is awesome. Dude, the Wii had the most banger games in history, dude. Bangers, man. Absolute fucking bangers. People sleep on the Wii because it's not as, like, fucking, complex and, like, advanced as, like, the Xbox One, dude. Like, people are like, oh, Elden Ring is the best game ever. It's like, dude, some of the games on the Wii are probably the best games ever made. Like, seriously, some of the Wii games on the original Wii are the best games, like, ever made. I swear to God. Some of them are so fucking good that, like, 10 years later, 12 years later, they are still insanely good games. 12 years later, they still hold up. They're still banger games. Like, Trauma Center New Blood, man, that shit's fucking amazing. Trauma Center, in general, is fucking amazing. But New Blood is probably the best one in the entire fucking series, dude. Fucking Super Mario Galaxy, amazing. Super Paper Mario is a fucking banger-ass fucking game, dude. Wii Sports, classic, dude. Classic. Like, the Wii had some of the best games of all time. Seriously.
I mean, I wouldn't really go so far as to say that. I mean, they were definitely good. Which, I mean, the only real games I've played was New Super Mario Bros. Wii.
Dude,
and
that
Wii
game.
Sports.
Dude, fucking New Super Mario Bros. Wii was a fucking banger as well, dude. I completely forgot about that. That game was so long, and you could play with 4 fucking people and shit. That game was a certified fucking banger. Can we talk about how today, in this day and age, like 2022, right, you're paying $70 for a game that has 20 hours of gameplay. Well, if you bought a Wii game, you paid $60 at the time, full price, because it was a new console. You paid $60. Most Wii games had like fucking 40 hours, 50 hours. You know what I'm saying? Like, Super Paper Mario is 50 hours long. New Blood is 35 hours long. Like, Wii Sports you can play forever. New Super Mario Bros. is like 100 hours long. Games today have way less gameplay than games on the Wii did. Fucking Resident Evil 4 was on the Wii, and that game was like 30 hours long, too. You're paying $80 today for games with like 25 hours of gameplay. When you were on the Wii, you were paying $60 for like 50 hours of gameplay. The Wii was completely better in terms of game length, and just in terms of games. Like, the gameplay might have been a little bit more basic, but the storytelling was some of the best ever. Because it was all like Nintendo games, and they had to be good because that's what the game console was. You know, it didn't have super fucking advanced gameplay, and the gameplay was good. New Blood has amazing gameplay. New Super Mario Bros. Wii has fucking amazing gameplay. Super Paper Mario has amazing gameplay. The gameplay is fucking awesome. Like, it should be a testament that like 15 years after the game, like after the Wii was released, right, I can still get on the Wii and play games for like 10 hours straight and still want to play for 10 more hours. I'm serious. Like, even if you're playing like Elden Ring and like games on the Xbox One, you get bored. The Nintendo Wii was so fucking good because it kept you interested forever. Like, I could seriously get on Super Paper Mario and play the entire game all the way through, like, for days, and I would do it because the game is that interesting. It keeps you hooked for that long. Not even kidding. I seriously one day played Super Paper Mario for 10 hours, and then the next day I played New Blood for 7 hours. These games you can play for fucking hours and hours on end, and you don't want to quit. Even with like fucking Warframe, Destiny 2, Elden Ring, games like that, you get bored after a little bit. The best part is that the Nintendo Wii games, right, had such good narratives and such simple gameplay and stuff like that that you never wanted to stop playing. Like, you could play the game for 8 hours straight and it would feel like 2 hours. You'd be like, wow, I want to play even more. I still want to play. The Wii is so fucking awesome, dude. I think that it has some of the best games ever made. Like, if you can play a game for 20 hours and want to play it even more, that's a good game. If you've already beaten a game 5 times and you still want to play it again, that's a good game. The games on the Wii are fucking certified classics, dude. Actual bangers.
I'm not really gonna rebuttal that because I don't really have many compelling arguments. Because I wasn't really a Wii person. I had one. I thought it was a fine piece of machinery. I just, maybe if I had more things to play on it, I might have a different opinion, but I had like 2
Here's the
things.
thing. I feel like, right, people are not going to like what I'm about to say next, but I'm going to say it. Dude, Nintendo Wii, better than the Nintendo Switch. I'm sorry, it is. It is so much better. The original Wii is 10 times better than the Nintendo Switch. Seriously, it is.
No, I actually there I would agree because if remember when the fucking Switch launched and there was just a plethora of fucking issues that have
Well, here's the
since
thing.
been fixed
Here's
years
the thing.
later.
The Joy-Cons are not good controllers. They're too fucking small. So playing like motion control games is not like playing Wii. Like, it's not like playing the Wii where you have the big controller. You have a tiny fucking thing. That and the fact that, I'm sorry, but a lot of the games on Nintendo Switch are just kind of boring. Like, they're just not great games. Like, ARMS, that fighting game, was like a game that people loved. I think that game's boring as hell. Like, I just don't think it's a good game. I think there's way better games out there that do the exact same thing. There was a Mike Tyson's Punch-Out for the original Wii, and it's way better than Nintendo Switch's fucking ARMS, dude. Like, I am sorry, but, like, Nintendo Switch has Nintendo Switch Sports, and Wii Sports is superior in, like, every single way. Like, every way it's superior. I'm sorry, the Nintendo Wii is in almost every single department, besides like storage and graphics, in like every single department, right? I legitimately think that the Wii is better than the Switch. I have a Switch, and like, yeah, there's new Super Mario Bros. For the Switch. It's kind of like the Wii one, but it's for the Switch. That game's fun. I love that game. It's a fucking amazing game, but it's based on a game that was made for the Wii. Like, that's what I'm saying. It's like Nintendo Switch Sports is based on a game made for the Wii. Like, there are a lot of games that are based on games made for the Wii. Like, I'm not saying the Switch is a bad console. It has great games. Smash Bros. Ultimate is on there. And there are also really, really good games for the Switch. Like, fucking South Park, The Fractured Butthole, and, like, Stick of Truth. Those are on the Switch. Those are great games. The Switch has great games. The Switch is a good console. I'm just saying, like, people are probably going to think I'm shitting on the Switch. I'm not shitting on the Switch. Here's how I see it, right? If the Nintendo Switch is an A-, the Nintendo Wii is an A. It's better, but they're both great. You know what I'm saying? Like, the Nintendo Switch is still amazing. The Wii is just more amazing. That's all I'm saying. I think the Wii is better than the Switch, but the Switch is not a bad console. The Switch is a great console. The Wii is just better. The Wii is just better. I will say the Wii U is a piece of shit, though. The Wii U was fucking garbage. Like, actual hot shit. The only thing that was redeemable is that they had the retro arcade on there, and that was amazing. Like, the Wii U had Nintendo, like, retro arcade for free. You know what that means? On your Wii, you could go to the retro arcade, and you could play GameCube games, NES, fucking SNES, N64, GameCube, all that shit you could play for free on the Retro Games fucking library. So if you wanted to play Conker's Bad Fur Day on the Wii U, or Donkey Kong 64, or fucking any of those amazing ass games, Banjo-Kazooie, any of that on the Wii U, you could do it. That was the only redeeming quality of the Wii U, was that they pretty much gave you 20 years of fucking innovation in video games from Nintendo, and you could play all of them for free. That's amazing. That's actually fucking amazing. And you know it is. Like, I'm sorry. The N64 had amazing games. Amazing games. The N64 had fucking some of the best games, like, ever made. You know what I'm saying? The Nintendo 64 had amazing games. That are, like, fucking classics today. Like, dude, Super Mario 64. Super Mario 64 was the first 3D game ever made. And that was on the Nintendo 64, my guy. And you know how fucking, like, amazing that game is?
It's not quite the first 3D game ever, but I get the sentiment, but that is extremely untrue.
No, like, if you're saying Doom is a 3D game, you're a fucking idiot. It's not a 3D game. Alright? Super Mario was the first game to exist on a 3D plane. A 3D plane!
No, on console maybe.
And it had a fucking and it had a controllable camera.
Also, yeah, Doom isn't three. I mean, technically it is because it works on all three axes, but like in the very like urban definition, it isn't true 3D because you can't have rooms on top of rooms, unlike Quake, and pretty much every game after Doom. I guess after
you see,
97.
no, like, here's the thing, right? The first 3D game was for Battlezone, and that doesn't count. You know why? Because that's a fucking live-action game. That's a fucking FMV game. Does not count at all. That doesn't count.
Then it's not true 3D. Like, when you talk about 3D, and you would have to mean, like, physically rendering BSP meshes, on different planes, like on the 3 different axes. Which is why a lot of people get mad at me when they say, "Oh, Doom is 3D." Like, no, yeah, okay, technically it is.
Okay, I don't. Okay,
if you have all.
Here's the thing, right? The next game is Monster Maze. All right, 3D Monster Maze, which is not even a 3D game, by the way. Like, legitimately, Super Mario 64 quite literally was the first true 3D game.
What?
Yeah, dude. I'm literally looking at it right here.
What did you just say?
Right here. The first ever commercial 3D video game is Battlezone. FMV, so it doesn't count. It is followed by 3D Monster Maze. That's the second one, which I don't think counts. The first 3D game accessible on home computers. Following this, Super Mario 64. So, those 2 games, I don't think count. The first 3D game quite literally is Super Mario 64.
But that is, objectively not true, though, because Quake came out before Super Mario.
Dude.
And Quake is true 3D, though. Like, that is why it's praised, because it's true 3D on a machine that shouldn't have been able to handle it, but fucking could for some reason. And that came out in, 96? A full year before Super Mario? Fucking, the N64 even came out?
You see, you're not... Okay, you just said something fucking dumb, dude.
Because I don't think we're understanding each other, because...
Okay, you're an idiot, my man, alright? And you know why?
Explain.
You know why?
Explain.
Because Quake came out June 22nd, 1996. You know when Super Mario 64 came out? A day after that, you fucking retard! They're that close! Not a full year, you dumb motherfucker! It's literally 1 day! Alright? 1 day! And Super Mario 64, maybe I fucked up. Super Mario 64 is the first game with a 3D camera. Don't argue with me on this. I literally Googled it. Alright? Quake, 1996, June 22nd. Super Mario 64, June 23rd, dude. So you thought that fucking Quake came out a year before Super Mario 64, and you're not even right. You just said that the Nintendo 64 came out in 97. You're a certified idiot. Certified retard. Certified hood dumbass. Certified hood dumbass.
I didn't know. I got mixed up. My bad. Fucking Christ. Why don't you crucify me?
I am.
But even then you're wrong, because you fucking mixed it up. 3D camera and 3D BSP meshes are not the fucking same.
Dude, I don't. Okay, here's the thing. When I look up first 3D game, alright, on Google, Quake isn't even fucking mentioned. It literally is not even mentioned.
Because again, it's not the first in the technical sense.
Okay,
the engine provides,
but why does Google literally talk about Super Mario 64 on here, but it doesn't talk about Quake? Could it be because Quake isn't 3D?
No, because Google's fucking retarded. Everyone knows this.
Okay, do you want me to show you, bro? Because I'm about to fucking end your whole career.
Okay. I mean, this is you can look this up too. Like, this is quite literal. This is fucking history. I know what I know because I've looked this up.
I did too. And I'm about to shove it up your bunghole and fucking show you, dude. Watch this shit. Go to podcast and watch this shit, bro. Seriously, you're about to fucking eat that humble pie, nigga. For real.
The fuck is that?
Humble pie. You're gonna be humble and admit that your dumb ass is wrong. Humble pie. Look at this shit. Literally from Google. Read that. Quake isn't even fucking mentioned, bro. It's not even mentioned. And there's Super Mario 64 right fucking there. Your beloved Quake isn't even fucking mentioned. Nigga didn't even get an honorable mention. Fuck you. Didn't even get an honorable mention. Not even on there.
which first appeared on the Nintendo 64, not home computer. That's why it's not fucking mentioned. Because Quake isn't in the first 3D game on PC. Super Mario 64 came out on the Nintendo 64, which is not a fucking PC.
Dude, look at fucking Battlezone and look at 3D Monster Maze and look at Super Mario 64. Fuck, look at Quake and look at Super Mario 64.
Hell, Battlezone isn't even full 3D either. It's vector graphics. It's pseudo 3D. Quake is full 3D. There's a difference.
Bro, here's the thing, right? Here's the thing.
Different.
I think you're fucking thinking of 3D differently than what I'm thinking of 3D as. You know what I'm saying? I think that...
Okay, so how I see it, there's two definitions of 3D. You have the actual technical definition where it utilizes all three axes, and then the urban definition where you can see the visible edges and have it not be on a flat plane. Like, for example, like if you draw something 3D, you can tell it's not physically 3D. But if you hold like a cube, you know that's 3D. So
you see, and here's the thing. And here's the thing, right? Super Mario 64 is both. Have you ever even seen the game?
Yes, I've watched it.
Okay, look at Quake and look at Super Mario 64. They are not the same. Super Mario 64.
100% the same.
No, they're not. No, they're fucking not at all, dude.
You're playing a game with meshes that occupy a
full
space.
Quake. You literally play Quake the same as you do Doom. It's literally first person like that. That shit is not 3D. And if that's true, then Serious Sam is 3D.
3D.
Then Serious Sam is 3D too.
I know.
No, that's wrong. That's wrong.
But it's not, though.
It is. It's so fucking wrong.
It is not. Watch any documentary about Quake, and I guarantee you they will say the same thing I am.
Bro, dude, you're fucking crazy, bro.
Every single person I know have said the exact same thing. That's where I'm getting my information from. This is from the people that made the game themselves. So...
Bro, I'm just saying, man, like...
I feel like you're intentionally trying to be misleading here because...
I'm fucking not!
Listen,
I'm not!
The picture you sent, if you would have read the full thing, the first ever commercially 3D released game is Battlezone, but quite literally, the second sentence following this is Super Mario 64 96.
I know. But why doesn't it talk about Quake then?
Because Quake is not technically the first 3D game, but I don't really count vector graphics because it's designed to fake it. Like Wolfenstein 3D isn't true 3D, Doom isn't true 3D, because they're using a system which basically draws sprites and maps them on a specific grid.
Dude, and see, here's 3D. And here's the thing, right? I view Quake as the exact same thing. Like, I do not think that Quake is a 3D game. If it was true 3D, you'd be able to see your character 3D, and you can't.
But that's not the definition, though.
I don't care.
That is not the same thing.
Dude,
I'm telling you.
I'm looking at Quake.
Developer, I know my shit.
Bro, I'm looking at Quake, and I'm not seeing any fucking thing that would support that this is a 3D game. It literally looks exactly like Doom, but the graphics are better.
But it's not. In Doom, you can't do most of the shit in Quake. Romero is on record. John Romero, the man himself, is on record saying, if you make a Quake level that plays like Doom, then it's not Quake. Because they are vastly different. Of course, you wouldn't know that because you don't give a shit anyway. I do, which is why I know this.
Bro, I'm looking at Quake right now, man. Like, you're saying that this is 3D?
If you play Quake, you'll know the difference.
Bro,
which you should know the difference by looking, but
bro, I'm looking at it right now. I'm looking at it right now, and the problem is that no matter where you look, you can only see one dimension of the person. The model is 3D, but if you can't see the 3D model from all angles, you can only see one side. It's not fucking 3D. Where if you're playing fucking Super Mario 3D,
you do realize that it's a camera, correct? Occupying a three-dimensional space.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
That is quite literally 3D.
And with fucking Super Mario 64, right? It's not like the camera is also fucking a 3D camera. It's a three-dimensional camera that you can move any way you want, and your character Mario is also a three-dimensional character. Like, I get what you're saying, but in Quake, no matter how you look at it, you're only viewing one side of the model. Whereas in Super Mario 64, you're viewing every single side of the model. Maybe in definition it's 3D. Looking at the game, it's not 3D. Because you can only see one side of the 3D model. So it might as well be a 2D model if you can only see one side of it.
Though.
If you can only see one side of it, that's not 3D, I don't think. You can only see one side of it.
Well, you cannot think that all you want, but by definition, Quake is a 3D game because it occupies 3D space. Half of the, actually, no, I take that back. I'm out of breath, Jesus Christ. In Quake, there is specific map geometry that cannot be reproduced in Doom without a modern source port like GZ, because it can't handle that, because it's not meant for that. Doom and Quake are vastly different, which is what I tried explaining last week, but we got too into it. So, for all intents and purposes, Quake is on a technical level is a 3D.
I'm looking at Quake, and it quite literally looks exactly like Doom, exactly like it.
But oh my god, it's not exact. Oh my Jesus fuck.
None of these images are supporting your point. I'm looking at fucking Google images of Quake, and none of these look 3D. They all look like Doom.
But it's not, though. In Doom, you cannot jump, you cannot crouch.
Well, how does jumping and crouching make the game 3D or not?
Because with how the fucking engines are set up,
also, you totally can jump in Doom too. I just want to point that out there.
You can't. You literally cannot jump.
In Doom 2, yes you can. Yes you can in Doom 2.
No, you cannot. I can boot up my fucking copy of Doom 2 I bought on Steam that runs on the old DOS executable, and I can show you that there is no jumping.
Dude, I'm almost positive that there fucking is, because I remember doing PvP and people were jumping in fucking Doom 2.
Then you were playing on a source port that allowed it, because in classic Doom there is
Dude,
no
I was
jumping.
playing on a fucking console. I was playing on an Xbox, bro.
There is no jump. Dude, I fucking have Doom for the Xbox. That's where I first played it. There is no jumping.
Dude, I don't know.
You're getting confused with hopping up on fucking level geometry, which Doom is designed to do that to elevate the. There is no dedicated jump.
Dude,
unlike Half-Life or Quake.
I thought you said there was jumping on Quake.
That's what I just said. You cannot jump in Doom like you can in Quake. There is no dedicated bind for jumping in Doom. I have both of the executables for the original fucking version of DOS 1.0.
You can jump
There is no jump.
You can jump in Doom
1.9, no jump.
You can jump
1.666.
You can jump in Doom 3.
Yeah, because it's made on different tech, sir. There's a difference. Jumping had already been standard by even fucking 1996 when Quake came out. Jumping was standard. That's where the classic keybinds came from.
Yeah, fucking Super Mario fucking 64 had it, bro.
What is your argument here?
I'm just saying, man, if any game deserves the title of the first 3D game, it's not Quake, it's fucking Super Mario 64.
Yes, on console, I would agree with you.
Not,
on
dude,
PC,
not even not.
Quake.
I'm just talking about in general the first 3D game to utilize it correctly. I think fucking Super Mario should get it.
I think I would have to disagree because I would think that's very disingenuous to the actual achievements that id Software managed to actually.
Bro, it was fucking like it was like 24 fucking hours before, man. Like it's not fucking.
Both, and don't get me wrong. Both are very innovative, but in their own different ways. Super Mario 64 thrusted in helped. How do I phrase this? It helped push what we assume.
The fucking 3D camera, dude. Quake didn't have a fucking 3D camera. It was binded behind the player.
Oh my god, you. Okay, fuck it. You're wrong, but fuck it. I'll agree with you just so we can move on, because I'm losing my mind again.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna do it a different way, right? Okay, I'm gonna do this a fucking different way. All right. Here's the thing.
Okay.
Here's why I think that Super Mario 64 should take the cake. Because development of Super Mario 64 started in 1994, whereas development of fucking Quake started the same fucking year, 1996.
Incorrect.
No, the actual development of the game was 1996. You might be a fucking idiot. The development of the goddamn engine was 95. That's not development of the game, motherfucker. That's the engine, not the game. That's not development of the game. That's not development of the game.
1992.
That's not development of the game.
Quake spans all the way back in 1992, but development had ceased because of technological limitations. It can date back all the way to Commander Keen from 1992, which predates Doom by a whole year.
Bro, dude.
So, hell, Quake today isn't even what it was supposed to originally be. It was supposed to be a fucking top-down RPG, but due to technical limitations, it's now the first-person shooter we associated with, which I'm happy for because I enjoy Quake. I think it's a fine game.
Dude, what I'm saying is they have all of my fucking information, right, from fucking Google. I cannot find a single article that says that development started in 1992. Not a single one. In fact, quite literally, all I found was an actual fucking Google article, right? Right here, right? From fucking, Quake.fandom.com, and it says that development of the engine started in 1995. And that's not even development of the game, bro. That's not even game development. That's engine development. That's not even game development. They didn't start developing the game until 1996, whereas Super Mario 64 was developing the game since 1994.
You do realize that the engine is the game, correct? Like, it was developing the engine specifically for Quake.
No, because here's the thing. Because here's the thing, right? Like, multiple games run off of the Doom engine. That's not game development, that's engine development. That's not the same at all. You cannot say that engine development and game development are the same thing.
But in this specific instance, it is. Dude, the engine is being developed for this specific game.
Dude,
without
but
id
it's...
Tech 2,
okay.
There is no Quake.
Okay, let's say Fallout 4, right? Because, no, not Fallout 4. Fallout 76, where they had to make a new engine, right, for the game, right? The time that they spent developing the engine is not game development. It's engine development. That's not actual game... Like, if they develop the engine, right, and the engine is fully developed, can you play a game? No, bitch, you can't, because there's no game. There's no game. There's no game. It's just the engine. There's no game.
You do realize, hold on, you do realize that back in the 90s, the engine was quite literally the game, correct?
It was something that ran the game. It wasn't the game itself. It was something that ran the game.
It was quite literally the game itself.
Bro, it ran
the Doom engine. id Tech 2 is the Quake engine. The game was designed in cooperation with the engine.
Bro, the only reason why they call it the Doom engine, the Quake engine, is because it's the first game that utilized the new engine. It wasn't like...
But it's not, though. You can look...
Dude,
it's
okay,
not,
the fact that you can use the Doom engine to make other games, right, proves that...
open source.
Proves that it's not the game. It's an engine. It proves that it's not the game. If the game and the... If the game and the engine are one...
Hang on. Doom itself is hard-coded with a lot of shit. So yes, it is the game and it is the engine.
Dude, if you can separate the engine and the game, it proves that the game is not the engine. It proves that they're separate entities. You cannot
separate the engine from Doom. You can't, because almost everything is hard-coded.
Then why? Why is it that other? But why is it that other games ran off the Doom engine besides Doom then?
Because they were just simple fucking
Exactly.
Total conversions. That's what
exactly.
Hexen, Heretic, they were total conversions.
Exactly. That proves that the engine is not the same as the game, because it can be utilized to make other games.
They had to. Oh my god. So, Heretic and Hexen, they're not running on. They are quite literally Doom, just with makeup on. It is quite literally Doom, but with makeup on. Because there were a lot of programs, especially I use one called WhackEd, which produce things called dehacked patches, which you can use to modify specific aspects of specific things, but it's very limited because of how hard-coded everything in the original Doom was. So pretty much every game that ran off of the Doom engine, which I think there was only about 5 to my knowledge, because they actually had to license it, was pretty much just Doom with
Bro,
a
dude.
makeover.
Okay, but then there are games that are not just Doom with a fucking makeover. That are
And those
using
were
the same
probably
engine.
being made with modern source boards.
No, they're not. They're games that use the same engine, but were not like Doom. They were new games.
Okay, name one.
I can name fucking 2.
Okay, then name them.
Blasphemer and Strife. Oh. Exactly. Fucking exactly.
Wait, what the fuck did you say?
Blasphemer, Blasphemer, and Strife that are not at all like Doom. They're kind of like Doom, but it's not just Doom with a new coat of fucking paint, and they use the engine, proving that you can make new games with the engine because it's not a game, it's an engine.
Yeah, and as I just said, you can make dehacked patches that change some aspects, and part of that experience is hell. Fucking Strife
Bro,
is basically
these
a
games
convention.
these games came out in like 93 and 94. They're not modern like fucking Switch ports and shit.
I know that. I've played them. Dehacked is just as old as Doom is. You would actually have to, make mods for the game in order to understand where I'm coming from, because I do that pretty much daily. In fact, I'm making one right now.
Bro, I'm just saying, man, like, legitimately, fucking look at Strife and look at Blasphemer and look at Doom. They are not even close to the same. Especially since, like, Blasphemer and Strife both were more like fucking, goddamn Wolfenstein 3D and they were like Doom. And they ran off the Doom engine. My point here...
I'm not saying you can't modify Doom at all. I'm just saying you're very limited with what you can do.
No, but here's the thing. My point is that you said, right, that the engine and the game are the same. I'm saying that's not true because you can make other games with the engine that are not at all like Doom. It's not the game, it's the engine. Like, those are separate. If they were the same, then every single game made with the Doom engine would have to just be modded Doom, but that's not right. You can make brand new games. That proves that it's just that's the engine. No, Strife and Blasphemer are not at all like Doom. They are seriously more like fucking Wolfenstein 3D, which is a different engine.
Which is inferior.
Different engine.
Which is totally inferior, though.
So, you're making a game that's not like Doom. It's not modded Doom, it's a new game, proving that it's not a game, it's an engine.
But here's the thing, though. It is just modded Doom, though. That's what it is. I'm trying to tell you, as someone who makes shit for the game, I can 100% guarantee you that Strife, Blasphemer, Heretic, Hexen, they're all just heavily modded Doom. Because again, John Carmack released the source code so anyone can turn it into basically anything. But again, there's limitations to what you can do because some aspects are hard-coded. Like, for example, in Doom 2, Map 07 is hard-coded with specific sector tags so that way it can do specific things. You cannot change that.
Okay, but that's just... Oh my god, dude. That's just the engine. That's like... Oh my god, dude.
The engine is intertwined with the game. You can't have one without the other.
Yeah, but they're intertwined. I'm saying that they're separate... They're separate entities. They're not the same entity. The fact that you can separate both of them out... No, they're not.
They are.
They're not, dude. They're not. They're not... Okay, if they're intertwined... Alright, that means that it's two separate things intertwined. It's not... Well, dude, do you understand what I'm saying here? Like...
The fuck is that? Ew. How long has this been up here?
Bro, in other news, right? I think it was either yesterday or the day before was, fucking, Erica Lindbeck's birthday. I think it was a day ago.
Who the fuck is Erica Lymph Node?
You don't know who Erica Lindbeck is?
No.
Okay, she's the voice of a hot, hellhound girl named Luna, you fucking idiot.
Yeah, I don't really care that much, so I
It's
didn't
her
really keep up with
birthday.
it.
It was her birthday fucking yesterday, dude, and she's the voice actor of Luna. That shit's awesome.
Okay.
Also, it's interesting because looking at Erica Lindbeck, she kind of looks like Luna a little bit.
Fuck, it's hot in here. Jesus.
I don't know why, but she does. Like, I'm serious. Like, look up a picture of Luna and look up Erica Lindbeck, and they look very similar.
Gee, it's almost like the creators designed her with her likeness in mind.
They don't always do that. They don't always fucking do that. Are you just pulling that out of your ass, or do you know that?
I'm just saying it's not totally impossible to assume that they based the character off of her likeness.
I know, but they never
I mean,
said
she
that.
voices the character.
I know, but they never said that. They never fucking. Nobody has ever said that. Like, I feel like
they
they
don't want people to know.
I guess, but I feel like they would like
Not
tell
everything has
you.
to be publicly known.
I'm just saying. I feel like they would tell you if they did that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. I'm under the impression that they didn't do that because they never said that. So I'm under the impression that it's just very cool that they look the same.
I mean, not everything that a creator does has to be public knowledge. I mean, there's a lot of things that are being talked about behind closed doors. It's kind of the point.
I mean,
I don't know either way, and I don't really care. I'm just saying, it's not exactly impossible.
I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm just saying that they never fucking said that it was. So like.
It's almost 11 o'clock. Shit.
Dude, honestly, dude, I have to say Erica Lindbeck is like fucking super hot.
I don't even know what she looks like, so I just
Yeah.
assume she looks like a wolf.
Yeah, because I fucking
That's
told you
what
to
you're
look it up,
telling
and you're a
me.
dumbass, and you fucking didn't. I told you to fucking look it up, and I knew you wouldn't, because you never do anything that I say. I'm gonna send it to you, dude. So you better actually fucking look.
But Mom,
Dude, stop being a fucking retard, bro. Stop that shit. We don't
I
deal with
can't stop what comes natural to me.
we don't deal with retards on this show.
Damn, can you at least be a little bit more diverse? Gee.
No. 'Cause you are a big old artard.
Big talk coming from someone that doesn't know what 3D is. Ooh.
I know what 3D is, and what you're fucking saying is 3D is like fucking like pseudo, like fucking fake ass, like bitch 3D.
I mean, if you want to get technical about it, anything that's being portrayed on the screen is pseudo 3D because it's not, technically occupying anything.
Yeah, and you
If it's true 3D, then it exists in
yeah,
the real
dude.
world.
Yeah, dude, you're a fucking nerd, by the way.
You call it nerdy, I call it being passionate. Also because I work with it.
Being fucking nerdy,
So-
bro.
So I tend to know a lot more than the casual Joe.
Don't look at podcasts until I send the other image. Don't look. And
I
I'll-
have it censored by my hand.
Okay, and then I'll send the other one. Okay, so compare these two and tell.
Zone and Armstrong, but
So like compare these two and tell me that they don't really, really look the same. Like really.
so you mean to tell me you don't think that they based the character off of the likeness, despite
No,
the fact that they
no,
were almost
dude.
identical?
Looking at it now, there's no way that they didn't. They just never said that they did, and I've never seen a picture of her until now. Looking at her now, there's a 0% chance that they didn't base it off of her. And I'm not saying that they didn't. I'm saying that they never said that they did, and I've never seen a picture of her until now. But yeah, dude, looking at those two pictures, there's literally no way that they didn't base it off of her. They seriously look exactly the same. Like that's actually
But-
fucking crazy.
It's like not seeing Clark Kent and Superman in the same room.
Dude, here's the thing. The best part is that because she's the voice actor of Luna, she sounds exactly like Luna in real life.
No.
So like, I
I'm
wonder,
shocked.
dude, I wonder if she has the same personality too.
You mean to tell me a voice actor sounds like the character they voice?
Well, sometimes they
I'm
fucking
shocked.
sometimes they put on a voice, but I don't think she is. I think she's talking. But maybe that's wrong. I don't know. I mean, honestly, dude, if she looks like that and she sounds like Luna and she has the same personality, dude, I think that's kind of wife material a little bit. That's a little bit of wife material.
Something for celebrities.
Wife starter kit. Dude, I'm gonna have to follow her on like Instagram and shit now. I have to.
Oh God.
I'm not even kidding. Right now, I'm on my phone and I'm trying to find her on Instagram. Not even kidding.
There's a reason why I don't try to get attached to people,
And
and that is specifically why.
I'm doing it, dude. I've already been hardcore simping for fucking Luna for years and years, dude. I'm gonna get the actual actor on fucking...
Just do us all a favor and please don't show up to her front door.
I'm not going to. I'm not that fucking weird, dude.
As long as you don't cross that threshold, then it's fine. Because that's for me to do.
Have you...
I'm joking.
Holy shit, dude. She's a fucking actor in Smiling Friends, too.
Now that I did not know, because I've never seen Smiling Friends except for the first episode.
Dude, apparently she's an actor in Smiling Friends, too. So she's in that game as well. Which is actually really fucking cool, dude.
Game, yes.
Dude,
Smiling
honestly,
Friends,
right?
the game from Adult Swim.
My fucking brother, who's only 18, right, thought it'd be a good idea to just get Tinder for the fucking shits and giggles, and I feel like I might get Tinder as well.
Oh no.
Like, he's not actually gonna date anyone, he's just using it, you know, for the shits and giggles. I actually might get Tinder too. I don't know, I might. I feel like I'm kind of above that shit, but, you know.
Like, what would be the point in getting Tinder for the shits and giggles? Oh, you fucking stand people up?
I don't know, man. I don't know, man.
What?
You might meet someone that you like. I mean, you never know. You might get into something, but you don't know.
Yeah,
you know
you
what I'm
might
saying?
also end up with missing your kidneys.
I mean, you might, but that's why you don't, like, go and, like, meet them in, like, their fucking bedroom or, like, in a fucking, you know, abandoned forest or some shit. So why you go to, like, McDonald's and shit first, you dumb motherfucker? You go to the park or something.
I guess that explains why I have one missing then. Shit.
Yeah, because you don't know fucking basic safety, basic internet safety, dude.
Oh no, I know basic internet safety. I just don't care.
Yeah, you're an idiot then. You're just fucking stupid then.
Besides, I have one more. What does it matter?
Yeah, well, when that one's gone, you're dead, bro.
Hey, at least I learned my lesson for once.
Bro, honestly, before you die, you gotta give me your kidney.
I'll make a deal with you.
I
If
mean-
you admit Quake is full 3D, I'll give it to you.
I mean, like, my kidneys work completely fine, you know, but I just, you know, you never know, you know what I'm saying?
You never know if I need a replacement or some extra cash.
I was about to say, yeah, like, I have no idea. Like, fuck it, dude. I mean, I might need a kidney, bro. Bro, I'm so
Yeah, I'll
fucking,
give it
I'm
to
so
you
fucking
on one
sweaty right
condition.
now. I am so sweaty that my underwear are, like, fused with my ass. Like, they're the same thing. It is so fucking hot in here. I swear to God, I feel so fucking disgusting. Like, I legitimately feel like wet. Like I fucking fell into a puddle or something. It's so fucking hot in here. I'm not even kidding. We're in Michigan. You're in Florida, a fucking tropical area. It was 90 degrees today, nigga. Seriously, it was 90 degrees today.
I'm pretty sure it was like 80 over here.
Exactly. What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? What the fuck? So bullshit. Some
Yeah, but
bullshit
we get
as...
it worse because of the humidity. So not only was it 80 degrees, but it also felt like you were melting the entire
Nigga,
day.
we get lake effect from fucking 5 Great Lakes. Don't fucking come at me with the humidity and shit, bitch. You get salty air, nigga. We get wet ass air. We get lake effect. You don't. There's no lakes around you.
Wet ass air.
There's no
Do you
lakes.
know what it's like having to wake up and feel like you're melting
You
because
just said-
humidity is
you-
always 101%?
Dude, you just said there was humidity, nigga. That's wet air, you dumb motherfucker.
No.
Yes. Humidity literally is a measure of the water in the air, you dumb fucking nonce. You're a nonce. You're a fucking nonce. You're a fucking
Hey, now,
curtain
I
jerker.
wouldn't-
Bro, you're a
you,
curtain
you
jerker.
do realize what? What?
You're a fucking curtain jerker, you heard me.
I don't even know what that is.
Exactly, because you're a curtain jerker.
I do know what nonce is, and that's technically illegal to say if you don't have proof.
What?
Oh.
I think you're bullshitting me. I don't believe you even
You
for
do-
a second.
Nonce is a fucking British word for pedophile. You do realize that, right?
We're not in Britain, you fucking idiot. We're in America.
We never use it, so
It means something different in
basically saying
America.
the same-
It means something
Then
fucking
what the
different.
Fuck does it mean?
It means something different in America, bro. Like,
Then what does it
like,
mean in America?
You do realize that if I say I'm gonna bonk you on the head, it means I'm gonna fuck you, right? Words mean different
Please
things.
do.
Words mean different things in different countries. We're not in Britain, you fuck.
Oh, we're not. It sure feels like it.
No, it doesn't. No, it does not.
I see a stabbing at least once a week over here, so I get confused.
Yeah, well, there's no porn in the EU. Porn is banned in the EU.
Yeah, well, I'm about to change that.
Also, memes are banned in the EU, so there you go.
I'm about to change that too.
You're so fucking stupid right now, dude. Like, I'm losing brain cells by talking to you.
Good. That means I can bring you down to my level.
You're so fucking stupid, dude.
My plan is fallen into fruition.
I'm gonna be honest, man. I don't know why, but 99% of this podcast is just you saying dumb shit.
Yeah, honestly, I kind of forgot what we renamed the podcast to, so I'm just like, hey, let's just rename it to the Dumb Fuck Podcast. 'Cause that seems
Cesspit.
to be-
Cesspit.
More like cesspool. Life is pain. Maybe I'm just going insane because how fucking hot it is over here. I don't know.
Yeah, dude, I just want to say, right, that nonce in America, right, means right
Go
here
on.
a word or expression coined or used on a special occasion. Like a nonce, like a fucking like candle holder thing, I think is what it means. It's something for holding shit. Also, nonce also means the present time or occasion. The present or immediate occasion. And then in Britain, it means a sex offender.
So you're calling me a candle holder. How fucking dare you?
Right here, nonce. Stupid, worthless individual.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, like, that's how I was using it. Is nonce just means you're a fucking idiot, dude. Like, you're a dumbass.
Big fucking stroking nonce. Bloody hell, I do say fuck.
Yeah, I mean, it fucking means different things, dude.
Britain's inferior anyway, so I'll use that from now on. But seriously though, I have no interest in the English. I don't like them.
Yeah, dude, what the fuck, man? You can't, like, get serious and say, I hate the fucking English. You can't do that. You can't fucking do that. Like, dude, what the
Everybody
fuck?
hates the Brits though. Everybody hates the Brits.
Because they're trying to take over literally every single country, dude. The Brits suck.
Exactly. No one
The-
likes them.
The only reason why other countries' beautiful works of art and landmarks aren't in the British museums is because they can't take them. And if you think about it, right, there's like scientific things like that shows that that's actually true. Like somebody made a meme of like the reason why certain things aren't in the British Museum is because they're nailed down. And someone's like, well, actually, that's kind of right because they've attempted to steal things before, and they just can't. The Brits fucking suck, dude. They eat shitty ass fucking beans on toast. Dude, that shit is cancer. British food is the most undigestible fucking filth on the planet. Fuck British food.
Not 5 seconds ago, you were just saying you can't get serious and say you don't like the
I'm
British,
talking about
and then another 5 seconds later-
food. I'm talking about food. Their food fucking sucks fuck. Alright? Not them. The food sucks fuck.
Their food is part of their culture. How dare you appropriate?
That's not appropriate. You're such a fucking retard, dude. You actually,
I shall take to Twitter and have you canceled.
you
sir.
actually just personally offended me because you're so fucking stupid. You literally used the word appropriate, not even fucking close to correct. You're such a fucking tard, dude. I swear to God, you're such a fucking idiot. You're such a fucking idiot.
Twitter and have, I will take to twitter.com and have you canceled.
Literally,
sir.
I said their food sucks. You said you're appropriating culture. You're like the exact fucking opposite. You couldn't be more wrong if you tried. You're a dumb motherfucker.
How
That
dare
is
you
not.
appropriate their culture.
That is not
How
what
dare
appropriate
you,
means.
sir.
That is not what
Hey,
appropriate
fucking
means.
Hey, good sir. I'm gonna tell you, twitter.com.
That is not what appropriate means,
You
man.
piece of shit. No, you shaffer. You piece of
Dude,
dog shit.
listen,
I'm gonna
listen,
get canceled,
listen,
understand?
listen. Unironically, right? I want to see how fucking stupid you are. I want to see how dumb you are. Unironically, give me a real example of cultural appropriation, or I'm blocking you on Messenger for 24 hours. Show me that you're not a fucking dumb moron, and give me a real example, or I'm blocking you on Messenger for 24 hours. I'm dead ass serious, because you use the word appropriate so fucking wrong. I don't think you know what it means. If you don't know what it means, just say so and I won't block you on Messenger. But if you pretend like you know what it means, I'm blocking you on Messenger. So either give me a real example or just say that you don't know what it means and that you're an idiot and you used a word that you don't know what it means. Which one is it?
I know what I mean. I just think it's fucking stupid.
Okay, give me one real example of cultural appropriation then, because you seriously used the word
Halloween
appropriation.
costumes.
That
Halloween costumes.
nope, more specific than that. That doesn't make any sense. More specific.
Okay, let's see. Mariachi Halloween costumes.
Now explain to me how that's cultural appropriation. I really want to make sure you know what it is. Explain to me how that's cultural appropriation.
Fuck if I know. I just know you shouldn't do it. For
Oh
some
my
reason, even though
God,
I
so-
don't think it's funny.
So you legitimately don't know what it means then, right?
All I know is from what Twitter tells me, and that's barely any help. So
So you dead ass
I just don't care.
So you dead ass used a word that you don't know what it means.
Yes, it's almost like I intentionally misused it because I thought it added to the comedic effect of trying to cancel you.
It just
Ironically.
made you look like a fucking moron though.
I know, that's the point. I can't be funny legitimately, so I have to make myself look like a retard to the public.
Dude, you didn't look like a retard. You are a retard because you just admitted that you don't know what the word means. So like that's not a joke. You don't know what it means.
Exactly, that's my point. I can't be funny legitimately, so
Bro, legitimately, cultural appropriation is the inappropriate or unacknowledged adoption of a culture or identity by members of another culture or identity. So basically, right, if you dress up as a geisha from Japanese culture and you're only doing it, right, just because you think that it looks cool and you don't know the cultural thing about it, you're appropriating culture. If you dress up as a mariachi band and you don't know what a mariachi band is, or you're not part of Mexican culture, you're adopting an aspect of their culture that you're not a part of. You're basically pretending to be a part of a culture that you're not a part of. That's what cultural appropriation is.
so it's basically what I said without the specifics.
Dude, no, because you were like, oh, it's a Halloween costume. You did not know what the fuck it meant. Don't even pretend like you knew what it meant. You deadass did not know what it meant. Don't even fucking go there, my friend. You're my best friend, but you're an idiot. You'll never be able to compete with my genius level college intellect. Except for on fucking except for on stupid ass things that I don't know anything about. Like fucking like weird 1990 game development. I don't know anything about that shit.
But you insist on arguing about it with me.
Yeah, because legitimately I think that Quake, right? Okay, what I'm doing is I'm using Super Mario.
Basically, you just nullified your entire argument by admitting you don't know jack shit.
I'm using Super Mario 64 as the benchmark of 3D. If you are not as or more 3D than Super Mario 64, you're not 3D. Maybe technically you are. To me, you're not. If you're not at least as 3D as Super Mario 64, you're not 3D. You're partially 3D. You're not actually 3D.
So basically, I don't have to take anything you say about gaming seriously now, because you just admitted to not knowing anything about it.
I just don't know about game development, like how a game is fucking made. I know what like 3D and shit is. That's why I'm using Super Mario 64 as a benchmark. I feel like if you look at the definition of 3D, Super Mario 64 is basically meeting every single criteria for 3D, whereas Quake meets like 99% but doesn't meet all the criteria for 3D. Legitimately. I think Super Mario 64 is basically a good definition of 3D, and if you're not as 3D as Super Mario 64, you're not 3D. I don't think you are. If you're not at least as 3D as SM64, you're not 3D. You're partially 3D. And if you looked at Super Mario 64 and you looked at Quake, you would realize that Quake might be 3D, but Super Mario 64 is more 3D. That's why I don't think Quake is the first 3D game, because it's not full 3D. It's not full 3D. It's partial. So fuck your 3D shit. It's not full 3D. Super Mario 64 is full 3D. Quake is not, because it doesn't have a 3D camera. That's not full 3D. Dude, no. I understand that, like, technically it might be, but to me, no. It doesn't have every single aspect of 3D, so it's not 3D to me. It's not.
So in order for it to classify as 3D, you have to have a very mobile camera.
No.
So basically, any third-person game ever.
No, in order for it to classify as 3D, it has to meet every single fucking criteria for 3D. Not just some of them. Every single one. And I feel like Quake does not meet
every 3D game after fucking Doom.
I feel like Quake does not meet all criteria for 3D game. I feel like Super Mario 64 does, but I feel like Quake doesn't.
Okay, you say it has a specific criteria. What is it?
Well, I feel like, right, it has to exist in a 3D plane. You have to have a 3D view of everything. So if you're only seeing in 2D, like your vision is two-dimensional, it's not 3D because there's not a three-dimensional camera.
So basically, from your first-person perspective, you are not looking at anything 3D. Like you inhabit a 3D space, but it's not. That confuses me because I see in three-dimensional. Like you see in three-dimensional, right? But that's how first-person cameras work. You see in the 3D space. You are the perspective of the player, so you 3D that 3D space. So, therefore, it is 3D.
Okay, but here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. In Quake, you have a very 2D view. Your camera is very 2D. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't move...
Makes no sense.
No, think about it, right? Can you move the camera left and right? No, you can't. It's the same as Doom. You don't have, like, any fucking kind of camera vision assist. Not 3D. That's not a 3D camera.
Cameras do not denounce.
Take your head and look left and look right and then look behind you. Can you do that in Quake? No, you can't. Your whole body moves at that point, not just your head.
Can you do that?
Yes.
Can you do
yes.
that?
I can look left and look fucking right and shit, right? I can look behind me without my whole body turning that direction, only my head. The fact that Quake does not have a 3D camera, but Super Mario 64 has a 3D camera, I don't think Quake is full 3D because there's no 3D camera. You're not seeing in three-dimensional.
You are, though.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
You are.
No, you're not, because you can only see directly in front of you. You can't see anywhere else. How is that a three-dimensional view? That's a 2D view. You can only see directly in front of you, not left or right. That's not a three-dimensional view.
Every first-person shooter ever isn't 3D, despite the fact that it literally is. That makes no sense.
No, because if you look at fucking like
Literally every first-person game, it doesn't even have to be Minecraft isn't 3D then, because you can't look but in front of you in a first-person view, because that's fucking retarded. I shouldn't have to control two sets of movement in a first-person video game. That's what fucking nerds and playing Arma is for. Not for casual Quake type games.
bro,
He's stupid.
Bro, I'm just fucking saying, man, like, the problem, right, is that, here's the thing, right, when you're playing, like, Call of Duty, when you aim down sight, that's clearly a 3D weapon right there, and it's a 3D thing that you're doing. You're bringing a weapon up to you, which has to be 3D, and you're moving the weapon to left and right and shit like that. Again, you can't do that, though. Like, if you really think about it, right, if you're playing fucking, right, like Call of Duty, you can move left and right without your body moving. Like, your body doesn't move.
You can
No.
strafe in Quake.
Here's the thing. In Quake, in Call of Duty, if you look left and right, you can look left and right without your body moving. If you do a full 360, your body moves, but you can look left and right without your body moving.
In
Quake, if you move left, if you try and look left or right, your whole body moves as well. Your whole body moves. Quake is basically fucking tank controls. It is not a 3D fucking game, in my opinion.
It's not.
Yeah, it is. Yes, it is.
Dude, are you fucking serious? Oh my
God. Okay.
When you said you didn't know anything,
does it have a 3D camera? No, it doesn't.
Neither does Call of Duty. It's the same camera. It's the same fucking thing.
But you don't understand that there are things in Call of Duty that make it 3D.
Just because you can see your body when you look down doesn't make it a 3D camera.
I didn't say that you can see your body. I'm saying, like, if you can look around without your body moving, that's 3D vision. If you have to move your body to look around, not 3D vision. That's 2D vision. Because
what the fuck do you mean?
It's only directly in front of you.
What? Literally, what the fuck do you mean? It's the same first-person camera.
Okay. If you can move the camera independently from your player, right, your player model, that's a 3D game. If you cannot move the camera, if you cannot move the camera independently from your player model, I don't think it's a 3D game. Because you're not even playing as a 3D character. You're playing as basically a fucking screen, a wall. You're just playing as a screen.
Any game you play, you're playing with the screen. What the fuck are you on about?
No, you're playing as a screen. You're not playing as a 3D character. You're playing as a screen. All you're seeing is directly in front of you. That's all. All you're seeing is directly in front of you. It's not a 3D game. It's not. I don't think it's a 3D game. A 3D game, in my opinion, has to have a three-dimensional camera. If you can move the camera independently from your character, if you can look around and move the camera and your player model doesn't move at all, 3D camera. If you can't do that, not a 3D camera. 2D camera.
That's retarded.
Have you ever? You know how the camera? You know how the camera works in Super Mario 64, where the player can stand still and move the camera. Have you ever seen Conker's Bad Fur Day, where the character can stand still and move the camera? What about fucking Crash Bandicoot or Banjo-Kazooie or fucking Resident Evil 4? All those games where the camera can be moved independently of the player model, that is a three-dimensional camera. Whereas if you can't do that, it's a two-dimensional camera. There's not any dimension. There's not any dimension of your camera. It can't see in 3 dimensions. It can only see directly in front of you. That's not a 3-dimensional fucking camera. How is that a 3?
Is a camera. You can't change that.
There's no depth and there's no fucking like right and left like fucking field of vision and shit like that, like peripheral. There's none of that. It's directly in front of you. It is not. There's no depth. There's no dimension. It is a 2D flat fucking surface that you're seeing. If you're playing Call of Duty, you're essentially staring at a wall. That is not a 3-dimensional camera, right? Where if you're playing as a game where there is 360 vision, you can see 360 degrees around your body. That is a 3-dimensional camera. That is actual vision in real life. That is a 3-dimensional camera. And Call of Duty has that if you play it in fucking third person.
You can't play Call of Duty in third person.
You
mode.
can.
It's strictly first.
No, that's wrong. You can literally, if you want to play Call of Duty, you can change it to third person mode. Any
No, you
game,
cannot.
any game, you can do that. You can fucking switch it to third person.
Dude, you're fucking stupid.
Dude,
I'm sorry, but you're
do
fucking
not
stupid.
argue with me. You
cannot, dude.
absolutely can. You've been able to do
You
that since
cannot.
nigga. You've been able to do that since Modern Warfare, nigga. You're such a
That's
fucking
theater
idiot.
mode. You have no control over that.
No, it's wrong. You can put the game in third fucking person.
No, you fucking
Yes,
can't.
you
That is
can.
only in theater.
Dude,
by
there,
that, by that logic, Halo is third person.
nigga, go on YouTube and look up playing Call of Duty in third person. There are videos because you can fucking do it, you idiot. It's a setting that you
They're
can change.
mods. They're
It's
fucking
not a
mods.
mod. It's not a
I've
mod.
played
It's a
with them
setting.
before.
It's a setting in the
I've
game.
played with them before.
It's
What
a
the fuck?
setting in the game. It's a
It is
setting.
not a setting.
Dude,
It is not.
okay, here's the thing, right? After we're done, I'm gonna go downstairs and turn on fucking Call of Duty Modern Warfare and play the game third person. And I'm gonna show you, and then after that, you are guaranteed you have to suck my cock. Sometime in the near future, in the future at all, if I prove you wrong right here, you're sucking my cock. Seriously, you're sucking my cock if I can prove you wrong.
Are you talking about fucking the new Modern Warfare?
No, I'm talking about the old one.
You cannot unless you
if-
fucking,
okay,
unless your account
if-
has been
No.
modded in some way, you cannot do it.
No. It's not a mod. If I can show you that you can do it, you're sucking my cock. I'm serious. I'm serious. I am so fucking confident. If I can go downstairs and put it in third person, you're sucking my cock. I promise, you're sucking my cock. Because you're so fucking wrong right now. Are you scared? You don't want to take me up? You're afraid you're gonna have to suck my fucking cock later?
No, I'm just doing my own research.
Dude, you know you're gonna have to suck my penis. Like, I'm gonna prove you wrong. I wouldn't be this confident if I can't prove you wrong. I would not be this confident if I didn't know for a fact that I was correct.
Okay, so
No.
do it. Okay, so you cannot do it. You cannot do it in a standard way. Okay, there. I'll admit my wrong there. However, it's under
No,
specific
dude!
circumstance.
Dude!
So most people
No,
aren't gonna do it anyway.
It's not a mod. You can literally go into settings and switch it.
Yes, in private matches, team tactical, or if you're ranked 19 and up. Most people I didn't even know about it.
Bro, what the fuck? Yeah, you can. It's not a mod. You can fucking play it. And dude, seriously.
Most casual players probably didn't even fucking know, because every single
It's
person
just a
I've seen on
setting.
YouTube back in the day never played with
Dude,
it.
legitimately,
so they didn't know about it.
okay, no, you know why? Because it's not fun. But legitimately, any Call of Duty, you can go to settings and you can switch the game to third person. Any Call of Duty, you can go to the settings and switch the game to third person. It seems like you already know that I'm correct, so you're gonna be fucking licking my dick.
I don't play shitty games, so I wouldn't know anyway. But
So I was right, correct? I was right. That you
Yeah,
absolutely can do it.
circumstance and no. Yeah, okay, fair enough.
But it's not a
But
mod.
it's not fun.
It's not
But
a mod.
Fun, though.
Who cares?
So clearly,
Okay,
people didn't like it.
Nigga, it's not about if it was fun or not. It was about the fact that you said you couldn't do it. I said you can, and you totally fucking can. You can switch the game into third person mode anytime you want. I was right. I knew I was right because I've done it before. I've played the games like that before for like YouTube videos and like just for memes. I knew that I was right. That's why I was so confident, because I knew that you can play any Call of Duty in third person mode. I knew I was right.
So, okay, by your definition, a 3D game has to be 3D if two cameras can move independently from if the camera can move independent of the player. That
Yeah.
is so wrong, because you can place the camera anywhere and it would still be 3D. You can place the camera into the head of the third person model.
Okay. All
and it would
I'm
be the
saying,
same.
what the fuck is happening? Why did my fucking thing just go on? All I'm saying, right, is that you might be seeing a 3D world, but your camera is not three-dimensional because it's static. It just sits there and doesn't move. There's not 3 dimensions.
Camera is a camera.
You can go like
It's
left and
dependent-
right.
it's
You can go
dependent
like
on how
left
you
and
use it.
right. You can go like left and right and turn around and shit, right? Whereas like other cameras, like Super Mario 64, is a true 3D camera. The whole world is 3D. I seriously don't think that you can say that a game is 3D if it lacks a 3D camera. I
Here's the
seriously don't
thing,
think
though.
you can say that.
That's the camera itself is not 3D. You could just move it around. Games are programmed like that. Doesn't make it any less 3D than Quake.
I don't think
as
it's
long
3D.
as it isn't it.
I don't
if it's
think,
in a
dude.
playable space where all three axes are being occupied.
I know, but
then
here's
it's
the thing.
3D.
The camera does not fucking take advantage of those 3 axes. It doesn't.
Who gives a shit?
Because,
Everything else
because
does, so
dude,
it's 3D.
dude, how the fuck are you gonna say that a game is 3D if the camera isn't 3D? It doesn't take advantage of 3 axes.
The models, the BSP meshes, the weapons themselves, the player
But
models
you're
all
seeing,
occupy 3 axes.
but you're seeing in 2D. It's
Doesn't
not,
fucking matter if you're seeing it in 2D.
bro. This is fucking
Like when you watch
stupid,
a
dude.
movie. When you watch a fucking movie, obviously you're watching it on a 2D plane, but you know the shit in that movie is 3D because it's occupying 3D space.
Dude, I'm just saying, man. I would
Obviously
just,
movies aren't 3D, but the things in it are. There's a difference.
dude, I'm just saying, man. If a game was truly 3D, right? Like you can run forward at the screen and backwards away from the screen and like left and right and all that shit up and down, right? If a game is truly 3D, you would need a 3-dimensional camera to play a game like that. Because a 2-dimensional camera like a first person wouldn't work. Because there's too many dimensions and the camera can't fucking take advantage of all the dimensions to see. You wouldn't be able to look straight down and all that shit. You would need a 3-dimensional camera to play a game like that. That takes advantage of all 3 axes. How can you say that a game is 3D without
John Carmack?
Dude, how can you say that a game is 3-dimensional if it lacks a 3-dimensional view, like a 3-dimensional camera?
Because you don't need a 3-dimensional camera for something to be 3D.
Dude, I think you do. I don't consider it a 3D game unless every aspect of the game is 3D. Every aspect, including the camera.
You need to relearn what 3D is.
Dude, including the camera, alright? Every aspect of the game should be 3D, not only some of the aspects. Every aspect of the game should be 3D, including the camera.
So basically what you're saying is you're just going to ignore all of the achievements from up until June 23rd, 1996, because apparently Super Mario was the first, I guess, true 3D. Despite the fact that everyone was up in arms at the fact that, hey, this game on the PC is taking up all 3 axes and having floors over floors. This is like brand new shit. And it's like, whoa, this is running on a PC that isn't even meant for it? Holy shit. You're just going to throw that out the window? Because
I'm not throwing it out the window. It's still a colossal achievement in technology and game design, but I don't consider it a full 3D game because the camera does not occupy a 3-dimensional plane. It is a 2D view of a 3-dimensional design game. You need a 3D...
So it's 3D in the traditional sense.
You need a 3-dimensional view of a 3D game.
You literally just described 3D in the traditional sense.
Yeah,
because that's how everything is portrayed.
The game, like for example, if you look at a Call of Duty model, right? That right there is a 3-dimensional model, and the world is a 3-dimensional world because you can run backwards, forwards, and all that bullshit, right?
You can do that in Quake. You can do that in Doom and Quake.
However, right? I don't think that it's a truly 3D experience because the camera is a 2D viewing of a 3-dimensional world. You need a 3-dimensional viewing of a 3-dimensional world. If it doesn't have a 3D camera, I don't think it's a 3D game.
In third person. But you just contradicted yourself. Is it 3D or is it not? Because Call of Duty has a third-person camera that you can move independently of the player. So is it or is it not 3D?
If you have the 3-dimensional camera, it's 3D. If you don't have the 3-dimensional camera, it's not.
So there is no objective definition of 3D to you. It's just, well, I feel like it's this way because I like it this way. Is basically what you're saying.
All I'm saying, right, is that there's a definition for a 3-dimensional game. There's a definition for a 3-dimensional camera, right? What I'm saying is, and I feel like people can sort of understand what I'm saying, right? If it's a true 3-dimensional game, shouldn't every single aspect of the game that is possible to be 3D be 3D? It should be 100% 3D.
It's not part of the game.
That's so fucking dumb. Dude, that's so dumb.
Why would you have a full 3D camera if you're playing a first-person shooter where the goal is to get to the end exit and not explore?
But
what is the point?
All I'm saying is, like, I don't think it's a truly full 3D game if every single possible 3D thing is not 3D. If only some of it is 3D. Every single thing that can be 3D should be. Then it's a real 3D game.
Yes, but my question is, if the game doesn't call for it, then why add it? That's just bloating it with needless shit.
Okay, then don't add it. But the game is not a 3D game now. Why is that so bad? Like, why is that so bad?
Because it's wrong. It's a wrong way to go about things.
Dude, well, I don't know. Like, I don't know why it's so controversial. I'm just saying that a true 3D game, every single thing that can be 3D should be. That's a true 3D game.
But everything is 3D. That's my point. That's my problem.
Not everything.
A camera in of itself cannot be 3D because it's just a projection.
No,
the
dude.
camera you see in Mario is just a projection.
I know, but here's the thing. The camera in Mario occupies a three-dimensional space, which is why you're able to see every single angle
occupy a three-dimensional space in first-person view. What is your point?
No.
You occupy the space no matter what.
No, you can't. No, you can't. Okay. Here's the thing, in a first-person game, right, can you take the camera and move it back behind the player model so you can see the back of it? No. You know why? Because it's not a three-dimensional camera. It is a two-dimensional camera. You can't do shit like that. You cannot bring the camera up, bring the camera down, and, like, bring it, like, behind in front of the player. And, like, to the left and right of the player. You know why? Because it's not a 3D camera. It is a 2D camera. You are viewing a three-dimensionally designed game in a 2D way. It's not a 3D game. If you can't view the 3D game, dude.
You just said it was.
If you can't... Nigga, if you cannot view a 3D game in 3D, it's not 3D. It's not, dude.
Doom guy's ass cheeks and it's not 3D. Is basically what you're saying.
What?
If you cannot manipulate the camera to see Doom guy's ass cheeks, then it's not full.
Dude,
3D.
if you cannot manipulate, if you cannot manipulate the camera to do shit like that and like view the character like your model, view it in a three-dimensional way and go around the character, up and over, down and behind, left, all that shit, right? Like the same thing that you can do in real life. I can pick up my computer and look at it from infinite angles. If you cannot do that, the camera is not 3D. Sorry, but it isn't. It's not. It's not a 3D camera at that point if you can't do that. And here's the thing. In Doom, you can't do that. You cannot look at every single possible angle because the camera does not occupy a 3D space. It fucking occupies a 2D space. And you know that's right. You know that the camera is not 3D. The point is that, here's the thing.
I don't give a shit about the camera. I give a shit
That's what I'm saying.
Else.
That's where me and you differ.
The camera has no bearing on what is 3D and what is not. If it occupies three axes, then it's 3D.
See, that is where we differ. That is where we differ, right? Is that you don't think the camera matters. If you design a game that is supposed to be 3D and you can only view it in 2D, you're viewing it in 2D. That's not a 3D game because you can't view it in 3D. That's the whole point of a 3D game. Dude, that's the whole nigga. That's the whole point of a 3D game is that you can see it in 3D. If you can't see it in 3D, it's not a 3D game. It's not. It isn't.
3D is it's being rendered in 3 axes.
Bro, but you can't see it.
You're letting your emotion get to you.
Dude,
you can't
but you can't see it. You can't see
Who
it.
gives a shit? I'm not playing a game to see my ass cheeks. I'm
Dude,
playing to shoot demons.
I feel like you're so dumb because you kind of proved my point there, right? I just said that the game is being made to be 3D, but you can't see all the 3D work. And you said, yeah, but I don't care. I don't want to see it. Okay. But the game that's modeled in 3D cannot be viewed in 3D. Not a 3D game then, because you can't view it in 3D.
So, the geometry is on a third.
But if you can't see those you can't see it. You can't see those axes. You can't
see it.
If you can't, dude. If you can't see it, is it even a 3D game?
Let me say something. Okay, so in Doom, you have differing sectors. Each sector can be of a different height. If you see a sector that is 8 units off the floor from the base height,
can you move the camera up? Can you move the camera up No.
Doesn't matter.
No,
Does
dude,
not matter.
you can't see. Okay, but you just said that it's 3D. It has height and stuff. If you can't see it though, it might as well.
can see it.
It might as well not even exist if you can't see it. Not 3D because you can't see it.
If you can see stairs in a Doom level, then it's 3D because it's
But
using
you
all
can't
three
see the ceiling, so you're basically playing in a two-dimensional thing because you can't see the third axis. You can't see the height and stuff. If you can't see
can
it,
see the third
dude,
axis
the
stuff.
game might as well.
The game play.
Dude, the
If
game
you
might
see
as
an
well.
imp throw a fireball at you, you can see it in. If
Dude.
the imp is above you and the fireball is coming to you, that is three axes at play because you have the height difference, the vertical difference, and the horizontal difference. The player's on the floor, imp is up high, and the floor is on the bottom. Three axes being used, fireball coming
You
down, all three are being
can't,
used.
but you can't look up at it. You can't look up at it. You can only see directly in fucking in front of you. It's not a 3D camera. You can't see the
Okay,
3D.
So Duke Nukem is 3D. So Duke Nukem is 3D. Duke Nukem 3D is 3D because you can have full-on mouse look.
Yeah, absolutely yes.
Anything on the build engine is 3D.
Absolutely yes. Absolutely.
Quake by extension is 3D.
No,
You
but
can look up, down, left, right.
you just said that you don't have a free move camera in Quake. You just said that. You just said that.
When did I say Quake is not full 3D?
No. Remember when I said that Quake doesn't have a 3D camera? You agreed with me. You said that you couldn't look up and down. You said that there wasn't a 3D camera.
Super Mario handles. I didn't know you were talking about mouse look camera.
You're such a.
That is everything. Because the way I envisioned, I thought you were talking about the camera moving independent of the player, like in every third-person game, like Warframe, where you can rotate the camera and rotate the player in two different times. That's what I thought you were talking about. So we basically just admitted that Quake is because you can look up, down, left, and right.
Well, like here's the thing, right? Like in Call of Duty, right? Like if you don't have an iron sights up, you notice how you can't look up. You aim down sight and then you can look up, right?
You can look up regardless. That's the point. I've done that many of times. What are you on about? There is no restricted axis for camera. You occupy all three angles.
Bro, all I'm saying, right now, literally all that I'm saying, right, is that if the whole fucking camera thing, right, I feel like we both misinterpreted what we were saying. I'm just saying, if you're playing a game and you seriously cannot see that it's 3D, it should not be 3D. If you can't see it, it's not 3D. Seriously. Like, that's so fucking dumb. If a game is made in 3D, but the camera doesn't allow you to see all three dimensions, the game is not 3D then.
Okay, so now that I have a better understanding of your argument, technically Doom is 3D because it utilizes all three axes, but everyone commonly refers to it as 2.5, and the fact that you can't actually technically look up, but all three axes are being used.
You see,
however,
here's the thing, right? I would agree that Doom is not full 3D because you can't look up and down and stuff like that.
And I would actually agree with that because I don't think it is either. Just by the technical definition, which I don't like. I prefer the more urban version.
Like,
It is 3D.
here's
but I
the thing,
prefer
right?
the more urban.
Here's the thing, right? I fucked up. I didn't mean like a free look, like three-dimensional camera where you can like bring the fucking camera like behind the player. I know that's what I said.
That's what I thought you meant.
No. That's not because then every single first-person game, none of them would be 3D. That's not what I was saying. What I'm saying is like if you're not able to like stand still, right? And your character doesn't move, and you can look behind you, the game is not 3D. Like that's all I'm saying, right? Is like, I don't like if you're fucking like if you're fucking standing right, and you're standing still, and in order to look left, you have to take your character and turn them around like 180 degrees to look behind you. I don't even think that really should be a 3D called game, right? And I know that it's kind of like that in Quake, but I feel like with Quake, because it includes the up and down and shit like that, right? You can look to your left, look to your right, up and down, and see that you're in a fucking cube. You're in a box, right? You can't see that your character...
Now that I understand you more, I think I can kind of agree on some aspect, because in Doom, there is no native, vertical look. There is no vertical look in Doom unless you're playing like GZ Doom.
The fucking free look camera in Super Mario 64, that's a 3D camera, right? And I'm still standing by what I said, right? Like, Call of Duty, I don't think is a 3-dimensional camera. Like, you can see all 3 dimensions, right? But is the camera 3D? It's not. It's a 2D camera. That's kind of how it is in real life. You can't look at yourself.
Okay, now I understand.
You can't look at yourself. Like, you can't look at your back, like, behind you, right? But you can look in infinite directions, you know what I'm saying? You can look in infinite directions and see 3D. The whole laptop thing was proving my point of 3D. If I look at a laptop and I can look at all different angles of it, that's 3D. If a laptop is just placed on the floor and you can't see, like, all fucking, aspects of it, it's not 3D. What I'm saying is, what you see, whether the game is made 3D or not, if you cannot look at the game and tell that it's 3D, it should not be classified as a 3D game, because you can't tell by looking at it and playing it. Like,
okay, so
here's the thing, right? The debate turned from 3D to 3D camera. Right? That's what the camera thing was about. I was arguing what substitutes a 3D camera and what doesn't. Right? Call of Duty, not a 3D camera. Resident Evil 4, 3-dimensional camera. You know what I'm saying? Super Mario 64.
Okay, so it's basically like, say,
Super Mario 64. Super Mario 64, that's a 3D camera, right? Quake, not a 3D camera. However, the looking up and down, left and right, all that shit, even though you have to, like, move your body, kind of like tank controls almost, you have to move your whole body to turn around. You can't just use the thing and look around, right? Even in real life.
Wait.
Like, even in, like...
there is, like, 360 mouse control. Like, you can use your mouse to turn around without using motion controls. You can do that in Doom as well. So they are technically 3D games, just without the full, camera rotation.
Well, here's the thing. Yeah, like,
trying to say.
Yeah, the camera rotation thing. Like, here's the thing, right? In Quake, right? If I wanted to look behind me, I'd have to move my chest so it's facing behind me. That's how Quake works. You know what I'm saying? Like, in real life, if I want to look behind me, I can only move my head and look behind me like that. And that's a 3-dimensional view. That's a 3D camera, right? Whereas, like, if you are standing still looking at a wall and you turn your entire body around to look at the wall behind you, right? That's a 2D camera, but you can still see 3 dimensions with a 2D camera. You know what I'm saying? You can still see multiple dimensions with a 2D camera. Doom, though, when you can't move the camera at all, it's just fixed right in front of you. That's not 3D. I thought Quake was that kind of camera. You can only see directly in front of you.
No. Yeah, like, you have, like, full mouse control.
Like, here's the thing, right?
You can move the camera anywhere you...
Here's the thing.
It's fixated to one plane.
If there's an NPC in Quake, and you can look at them from the front, the side, behind, and the front, that's a 3D model. You know what I'm saying? That's a 3D model. It has length, it has width, and it has height. That is a 3D model. If you can go inside of Quake and the NPC is standing there and you can see that it has length, width, and height, it's a 3D game. If you can't see that, it's not a 3D game.
Okay, well, they are, 3D. I mean, obviously they are 3D models. So basically, your argument is if I can't have the camera move around it, then it's not technically 3D, which I disagree with. But now that I understand it, I respect your opinion a lot more.
Like if you have a Doom camera and you just fucking are standing there looking at it, that's not 3D. And here's the thing, right? Like if you have like a Call of Duty camera, that's a 2D camera, but it's still, you can still see all the 3 dimensions of the game, right? Like what I was saying is, in the traditional dictionary sense, yes, the game is 3D. But in my opinion, right, if I want the game to be true, like truly 3D, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying that the definition is wrong. I'm saying this is my personal feelings. You know what I'm saying? My personal feelings, right? If the camera is not 3D, by definition is a 3D game, but it's not true, like full, true 3D. I'm not, like, what I'm saying is, I'm not saying that Quake isn't a 3D game. I'm saying it's not 3D to the level that Super Mario 64 is 3D. I would say Quake is a 3D game, whereas Super Mario 64 is a true 3D game. You get what I'm saying here? They're different. To me, those are different. Quake is a 3D game. Super Mario 64, true 3D. Does that make any sense?
Now that we're having a rational, like, conversation about it, I see what you're saying. I just don't agree with it because me being me and the fact that I work with this type of stuff, I tend to use like the textbook definition of what it is. So
Yeah, like,
I can't really agree with you, but I respect your
see,
opinion a lot
you
more than
see,
I did.
like, I understand that you're using, like, the textbook definition, and I'm using kind of, like, my own feelings, like, my own criteria thing, but, like, think about it like this, right? Let's classify something as red. If 99% of something is red, but then 1% is blue, I don't think it's red. If 99% of a game is 3D, but 1% isn't, I would not say it's 3D. At least it's not true 3D. It's not full 3D. Because not, like, the whole aspect thing, right? If every single aspect in the game is able to be 3D, but all of it isn't, it's not true full 3D, because there are some aspects of the game that are 2D. I'm not saying that's a bad thing, and it is, by definition, 3D, but it's not true, like, full 3D, like I'm talking about.
Okay, so basically, like, in your opinion, it has to have like all rotations.
Yeah, like the
camera has to have all rotations.
Exactly,
like in Warframe.
Exactly, like that's my whole thing, right? Is in Quake you can see 3 dimensions, right? But like in Super Mario 64, the camera can occupy all 3 dimensions, and you can see all 3 dimensions. Like, if you've ever played any game like Outlast or something, you know how you can, like, pick up an object and rotate it any way you want and see all 3D of it, or any Resident Evil game? That right there is a 3D camera. If the camera can do that, that's a 3D camera. If it can't, not a 3D camera. You get what I'm saying here, right? Like, that's why Super Mario 64 classifies as a 3D camera to me, because it's like that weird Outlast thing where you pick up an object and you can rotate it every single fucking direction and look at it. Or Resident Evil where you pick up an object and you can rotate it like a million different directions to look at every single fucking pixel of it. That's a 3D camera. And I think that in my opinion, for it to be a true 3D game, like a full 3D experience, I think it has to have that. By definition,
So
yes.
it's
By definition, other games are 3D. But in my opinion, right, I don't think it's full 3D until you have a 3D camera.
Okay. And again, I disagree with that, but I respect your opinion a lot more than I did.
Like,
because now that I understand and I have a better understanding,
like, here's the thing. Here's a really easy way. Like, a lot of people are probably gonna say, "Oh, this motherfucker doesn't have a definition for 3D." I do though. My definition of 3D is an exact replica of real life. And if you have a camera where you can only look directly in front of you, is that an accurate representation of real life? No, it's not. You know what I'm saying? It's not. So I think that for a game to be truly 3D, it has to be exactly like real life. You should be able to stand there, right, and go up, down, left, right, 360 and shit without moving anything except for your head. Except for your head. That's the only thing that can move. That is a full 3D game because it works exactly like how real life works. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think. That's what I think a 3D game should be.
You basically described Arma, because I'm pretty sure that's how that game works. Where if you can move everything in in unison, but you can move your neck to peek over corners, but your body stays stationary.
Like, that's my definition of 3D. A complete reenactment of real life is what I think true 3D is. Dictionary definition, I'm not going to argue that Quake isn't 3D, because by definition, it absolutely is, but it's not true, like, full 3D, because in my opinion, like I said, full 3D is a replication of real life exactly. That's 3D, because we live in a three-dimensional world. Until video games can accurately represent real life in video game form, it's not 3D. In my opinion, it's not. I don't think we've hit a truly full 3D yet, but I think that games like fucking Arma and stuff like that are extremely close to that.
It's called virtual reality. Yeah, we absolutely have.
Yeah, but virtual reality is fucking awful. It's terrible at this point. Like,
yeah, but I mean, we have it. It's just not perfected like say the 360 is.
yeah, like fucking like VR chat and shit like that. Like that's 3D. Like, and you know why? Because it maps what you can do in real life exactly. If you want to look behind you without moving your body, you can do that. That's what I'm talking about. Like that right there, that's full true 3D. And, like, comparing that and Quake, it's like, Quake by definition is 3D, but is it, like, real 3D? No, because, like, VR chat is real 3D, like, true 3D.
Okay, but yeah, I'm sounding like a broken record, but now that I have a good visual of what you're saying, I respect your opinion, but I don't really necessarily agree with it, but I see where you're coming from.
I think it's just because I've played video games for 20 years, and video games are quite literally a giant part of my life. Like, I would say that I probably spend the majority of my life playing video games and watching YouTube, so I just expect a fucking ton out of video games. Like, I'm sorry, but Ready Player One, if you've ever seen that movie Ready Player One, that kind of experience, I want that in video games. That's what I hope video games can be one day. Because I seriously want video games to, like, quite literally be another world you can pretty much step into. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want, like, full 360, like, fucking controls. Like, I seriously want it to be that if I'm running in real life and jumping and dodging and doing all this bullshit, it is actually happening in the game. Like, I am controlling the game with my whole entire body. That's what I want video games to be one day.
It's a nice thought, but also I don't really like the fact that you use Ready Player One, because the entire reason it exists is because it's gone to shit. So
I mean, all I'm saying is, like, we're not, like, super far out, you know what I'm saying? Like, look at mocap. Like, look at mocap. That's the exact same thing. Why can't we do video games with mocap? Like, you're playing the video game, and it's mocapping your motions in real time onto the game. I understand why that's hard, because mocapping, for that shit to, like, render and shit, takes hours, sometimes days to do that, right? But, I mean, that would make a video game like real life. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it can mocap all of your fucking movements 1-to-1 onto the game, that is a fucking that's you in the video game essentially. And they have things like that. Like, have you ever seen that fucking, like, treadmill thing that has, like, 360, like, a ball around you? You can, like, run around and do shit like that. That's a real invention that exists. So what I'm talking about is already, like, existing. It's just not mainstream yet. It's very still in the test phase. But people have done exactly what I'm talking about, and they've done it. Like, people are already doing what I'm talking about. I know that you haven't seen it. There's literally a video of a guy strapped into, like, this machine thing that has a fucking treadmill on the ground, right? He's, like, strapped up into the air, and there's a treadmill on the ground, and the treadmill can move, like, 360, like, any direction, and he's running and shit like that. He's playing the game with his entire body in real life. That's an actual thing. You can actually look it up, alright? What I'm talking about exists, but it is so fucking in the early stages that it is not mainstream, and it is not at all perfected yet. But it could get there. It seriously could get there. In like 20, 30 years, even though I'll be 50 fucking years old, we could see full body fucking video games, like experiences. That is a possibility that we could see in the next couple of years.
assuming we're not completely engulfed in nuclear hellfire, that is.
Exactly. Bro, this fucking episode, right? I thought this episode was going to be a little bit fucking shorter because we started at such a weird time, so we were going to cut it off early. This video at this point right now is 2 hours and 47 minutes. Damn near 3 hours. We went an extra hour.
God. My throat burns. Oh, shit.
So I have no fucking idea where to go to next. I'm completely tapped out of ideas at this point. So, I mean, if you have anything you want to talk about for, like, the next couple of minutes.
I'm dry, too. Like, I can tell my throat is getting fucked because it burns. I don't know
Alright.
if that's acid reflux or not, but like,
Well, I gotta,
God.
like, fucking lay down in bed and, like, blast 3 fans in my room so that my fucking ass doesn't feel like I fell into a puddle. Like, jeez,
I bet
man.
it smells wonderful.
No, it doesn't. Dude, why the fuck would you say this is gonna be posted on the internet and you're saying that like my swamp acid is gonna smell wonderful? You're so fucking weird, dude. You're literally announcing a fetish of yours to the whole fucking YouTube community right now.
It was sarcasm. I figured that would have been obvious.
Dude, I don't know, man. With you, no. With me,
That's what they call a loose cannon.
dude, with me, no, it wouldn't have been obvious either. Especially with me. Well, anyway. Actually, you know what? I'm serious. We're just going to sit here for 5 minutes. And went out for a little bit. It like fucking like blipped or something. But we're literally going to sit here for 5 minutes until it hits midnight. Well, no, motherfucker, shut up. We're doing it right now. Get ready. Get ready, player one.
It's my favorite line from the movie.
They didn't even say that in the movie. I remember they had Overwatch in that game. Like, Overwatch. Dude, I'm serious. I actually quit playing Overwatch once I heard all the Blizzard bullshit about, like, the sexual abuse and all that shit. I know that makes me sound weird. I seriously quit Overwatch, and I am never playing it ever again.
Oh yeah, the Overwatch 2 beta came out, and it's basically Overwatch 1.
I know. I've seen people play it, and the people playing it are like, hey, what's the difference between Overwatch 1 and 2? And they're like, they can't come up with anything. They seriously can't come up with anything. It's really, dude, it's... You know what made me cringe, like actually cringe, is that there was an article written, more than one, right, about how the CEO of Blizzard was interviewed about how fucking Overwatch 2 is different from Overwatch 1, and he couldn't come up with anything. So people are like saying that they don't know how this game like achieves and like deserves the title of 2. Like people are literally saying, how is this a sequel exactly? Like, this game is getting fucking railed, like, bad. It's getting hammered, because people seriously can't figure out why it's a sequel, because they don't think it deserves to be a sequel.
It needs to be an expansion, or a free expansion.
Here's the thing, right? The multiplayer, besides having one less player, so it's not 6 versus 6, it's 5 versus 5, right? Which... What are they going to take away? Are they going to take away a healer, a tank, or a fucking DPS? Either way, that sounds terrible. Like, can you imagine that? 1 DPS, the game's going to be super slow-paced, and no one's going to be doing any damage, right? Take away a tank. Now, everyone has to play way more cautiously because you have 1 fucking tank. Take away a healer, you wouldn't be able to play the game. You wouldn't have enough healing to play the game, and if you were the only healer, you'd get killed every fucking second because they would always target you. How is that going to work? That and the fact that the single-player mode, they added a single-player mode. Overwatch never had a single-player mode. They had, like, part-time, like, ones that last for, like, 2 months. But they added a single-player mode in Overwatch. Like, it's like a campaign that you can play with other people, so it's not single-player. But you pretty much play a campaign, like, stories and, like, story missions and shit. And you can play it online. And that has new heroes, new abilities, and a bunch of other really cool shit. But people are like, that's all you did was you made Overwatch have a story mode, and that's what you did for the sequel. Like that's
Yeah,
all. That's all they did.
I even heard that apparently it's cross compatible with the first Overwatch.
Dude, okay, so you know how like Call of Duty Modern Warfare and shit like that is really weird. Like you can like put in the Call of Duty Modern Warfare disc, and you can see Cold War Vanguard and like all that shit like on the disc. You know what I'm saying? You know how it works?
Yeah.
So you do like Warzone is like accessible through every single Call of Duty disc beyond Modern Warfare. Like you know how it kind of works, right? It's the same thing with Overwatch 2 and 1.
So basically, you're playing you can either play the superior version or the inferior version.
Yeah,
with
like
less shit.
Yeah, like if you go into Overwatch 1, there will be an option to go to Overwatch 2 from the Overwatch 1 menu.
So what's the point of buying the Overwatch 2 if you can just do it from the main disc?
Because you won't have access to it. Like, here's the thing. Like, if you put in the Call of Duty Vanguard disc, you would be able to select Call of Duty Vanguard, Call of Duty Black Ops, Call of Duty Modern Warfare, and Warzone. Which Warzone is the Battle Royale mode that has every single gun from all the Call of Duties. From Modern Warfare to fucking Vanguard, it has all the guns in that. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like the thing binding them all together. Overwatch 1 and 2 will be exactly the same. You put in the Overwatch 1 disc, you to the Overwatch 1 menu, and there's literally a fucking thing that says Overwatch 2 that you can click and just play the game from that. But you have to buy access to it. You know what I'm saying?
What the fuck?
So
why would you do that?
Because they want to because they don't want Overwatch 2 to replace Overwatch 1. They want them to be like side by side.
I doubt very seriously is going to overtake it.
That's what I'm saying. No, that's what I'm saying is like that's why they did that. They don't want Overwatch 2 to replace Overwatch 1. They want them both to be played in tandem with each other. You know what I'm saying? They don't want either one to replace either. They don't want either one to replace the other. They want them both to be played the exact same amount in tandem.
So that begs the question, if you go ahead and make a sequel with barely any change except for like a story mode, what is the incentive to buy that? You could just play the first one and have more shit.
Just the story mode, I guess. Like, because here's the thing, the only difference is that Overwatch 2 has a story mode, Overwatch 1 doesn't. Overwatch 1 is 6 versus 6. Overwatch 2 is 5 versus 5. That right there is the only difference. The other differences are like they change the characters. Like they rework the characters. Like for example, right? Like some of them are actually pretty fucking huge. You know what I'm saying? Like Doomfist, who was a DPS, in Overwatch 2 is a tank now. He's a tank character now. That's a pretty big change. Like Bastion, who was a damage dealer, right, is still a damage dealer, but his ultimate, the tank, is not an ultimate anymore. It's an ability that he can just use with a cooldown. It's not an ultimate. It's an ability with a cooldown. Like, there's some major changes to people in the game. So the only difference is hero changes, story mode, and 5 versus 5. That's it. The heroes are gonna play differently. But only some of them, not all of them, only some of them have been drastically changed.
Lovely.
So yeah, man, like, I don't know. I remember people were worried about this. If you actually remember, people were scared about this, like, since Overwatch 2 was announced. People were worried about this. And they were right to worry. Also, I'm going to bring up another thing. Destiny 2 is kind of starting to lose a lot of its audience, in my opinion, because they are making new content. Like Witch Queen had a brand new campaign with choosable difficulty. So you could choose the difficulty, right? It has a new dungeon and it has new areas, right? But things in the game, like, your ultimates, like in Overwatch, and like how there's like different subclasses. Like you can pick solar, you can pick top tree, which has its own thing, middle tree and bottom tree. They're taking that away. Like now with like Solar 3.0, they've taken away a lot of shit. Like for example, there's this thing called Well of Radiance, where you put a well into the ground and it like heals insanely well. You know, it helps you reload faster and it heals insanely well. That's gone now. So now Warlocks don't have the best support ult in the game. They don't have it anymore because they took it away. They had another fucking thing called Heat Rises, which allowed you to consume your grenade so you could fly and like you could like dash and shit and like all this other stuff like hover. That's gone. They literally took the subclasses in Solar, and the only one that wasn't changed was Top Tree. The other ones, bottom and middle, weren't changed. They were straight up fucking removed, replaced. And it's like, they keep doing this, and that's a very bad thing in my opinion. And that's a very bad thing because Well of Radiance has been a staple of the game since the fucking game essentially came out. That's been a staple of the game. There's even specific exotic gear that only affects Well of Radiance. And it's gone now. They took it away. Like, I don't know why they're doing this, but I think it's a good idea to help balance the game, to just not change things, but take them away completely, and I fucking hate that. Because I'm a Well of Radiance user, because that's important. It helps you shoot faster, reload faster, it makes it so that your fucking guns have higher range, and it fucking heals you insanely. And it's the only ultimate that is support-based. And it's gone. They've taken it away now. And I fucking hate that. They keep doing shit like this, and they're going to make it so that people don't want to play anymore. That's how the culling, remember the culling? That's how the culling lost all of its fan base. Because it kept fucking changing shit over and over and over again, and people didn't like the changes, so they quit playing the game.
Oh man, isn't the industry just a giant shit show these
Dude,
days?
I'm probably gonna be in the minority. Destiny 2 is headed in the wrong fucking direction. Witch Queen had good content. The raid was awesome. I love the raid. The raid was fun. The dungeon, the new dungeon, called fucking Derelict or something. I can't remember what it's called, but it's in the Leviathan, which is that was the very first raid location, and they're bringing it back to like do like dungeons and stuff like that, which are like raids but simpler and shorter. You know what I'm saying? So they're bringing back like cool stuff like that, but like in terms of balancing the game and people liking the game and like being able to like do what they want, they're taking away things that have been around for like 5 years. Like Well of Radiance, that's gone, sorry, bye. Like they're taking away things that people have known for years at this point, and it's ridiculous. Like I fucking hate the direction that they're moving. I hate it because they're seriously changing the entire fucking game, and people don't like change. It's gonna make me not want to play the game anymore. Here's the thing: Destiny 2 is a game where if you take 1 month off of the game, you are now so far behind, and there is so much to do. Playing the game is gonna feel like a chore. It's gonna feel overwhelming and a chore because if you take a break for even 1 month, so many things happen and change that you're completely fucking behind, and there's not even any reason to start playing. Once you're 1 month behind, you don't even want to play the game anymore because you know it's going to be a chore, it's going to be overwhelming, and you're going to be super underleveled because all the other people have been playing for that month. I haven't played Destiny 2 since March, and I don't think I'm ever going to play it again because I'm so far behind now, and it's such a fucking dedication, a commitment to play it every day that I don't want to have to deal with that. Honestly, kind of like Warframe. If you take a month off of the game, you could come back and a million things could change and the game could be completely different than it was a month ago. Like, playing those games, especially Destiny 2, because you have to pay for fucking everything. Every time there's new content, you have to pay for it. Warframe is at least free, but every time there's new content like Destiny 2, it feels completely fucking overwhelming. It feels overwhelming in Warframe. Like, can you imagine, like, you take 1 month off, and, like, Sister of Parvos and Angels of Parvos launch? There's over 30 new weapons, 2 new Warframes, a brand new fucking faction. Like, you know how there was the Entrati, like, the infested people? There's another fucking whole entire planet that has another faction like that, called the Angels of Parvos, right? Can you imagine not playing the game since Sisters of Parvos, and then you come back in Angels of Parvos, and you've missed 2 major expansions, and you know, there's like 50 fucking weapons to get now, there's like 3 new Warframes, an entire new planet, a brand new fucking, standing and shit, like, It's fucking overwhelming. Games like Warframe and Destiny 2 are overwhelming because if you miss even a month, you're now so far behind and there's so much to do. The game feels like a fucking job, like you're required to do it, and it feels overwhelming as hell.
I mean, that's why if I ever get an Xbox, I'm gonna be so afraid to update Warframe because the last time I left off, I think was fucking oh god, I don't even remember. I think it was like at the ass end of the fucking um the Fortuna event where you could get Hildren. I think.
Well, see, here's the
If I
thing.
remember.
That just happens every single month now. Every month that comes on.
I know, but I was around when it first happened, and it was actually a big thing.
Oh,
So
fuck,
I'm
dude.
very scared.
Yeah, dude, you've missed a lot. Like, for example, the new war is over, man. It's done. That whole thing is over now. And the Sisters of Parvos is a whole fucking thing where you can get Tenet weapons from the Sisters of Parvos. Like the Tenet Archiplasma and the Tenet shit like that, alright? That's a brand new thing. Like, there's so much shit that has fucking transpired since then that it's crazy, right? Like, there's so many things like the Stropha and like fucking so many weapons that are in the fucking Grandum Void and shit. And the Angels of Parvos now, like, it is so fucking overwhelming to see that there's like 35 new weapons. There's like 4 new warframes. There's a whole new planet and shit, new missions, new story. It's so fucking overwhelming to think about. It's like, dude, if I want to start playing Warframe again, I'm going to be playing it for like a fucking month because I have to dedicate that much time to trying to do everything.
If not a year, because they're having to wait for grinding for shit.
Exactly, yeah, it's fucking insane, dude. I swear to God, it's so insane. Down the fact that, like, just getting your weapons to, like, where you want them is hard, too. Like, just getting your weapons to, like, work well and, like, steel path is fucking insanity. Like, the Stropha is one of the best melee weapons in the game, besides, like, the fucking Cronin Prime, which are impossible to get, because the Cronin Prime have been unvaulted, like, once in the history of those fucking things. You know, the Cronin Prime, those fast-ass fucking blades everybody uses, those things are insane. And then Glaive Prime is good, too, but, like, the Stropha is, like, the third best fucking weapon, like, in the game. Like, the best melee weapon in the fucking game. The Stropha is so fucking good. And here's the thing, right? The Redeemer Prime is amazing. You know how good the Redeemer Prime is. The Stropha is better than Redeemer Prime in pretty much every single department. The Stropha is fucking insane. Like, it's actually insane. Like, you can see, like, I don't even have it modded all the way, right? I don't even have, like, all the mods that I want on it yet. It's not fully done. And even the mods that I do have are not, like, fully upgraded. Like, I have, like, a fucking, you know, like, amalgam, like, fucking organ shatter and, like, amalgam, like, pressure point and shit. And they're only upgraded, like, halfway, you know? And I'm hitting 43,000 with the fucking Stropha. Like, legitimately, I'm hitting 43,000 with the Stropha. The thing is fucking insane. Like, the hyena pack, it will one-shot every single hyena there. Every single one of them. Like, this thing is fucking cracked out of its gourd. It's so fucking good. Like, that's what a lot of people use. Like, if you've ever seen someone, like, take a Kuvelich and, like, melt it in, like, a couple of shots, they're using the Stropha. They're probably using the fucking, fucking Lavos' gun, whatever that fucking thing is called. The fucking ricochet thing where you can just, like, shoot it. And, like, the more fucking, status things that you have on it, the more damage you do. But you can switch that thing to, like, 5 different fucking, like, damage types. That thing is fucking amazingly good. Like, do you know what I'm talking about?
I think.
Well, I'm gonna look it up. Let's see. It's called... What the fuck? Why can I not find this fucking thing? I'm trying to figure out what... Subdue. CEDO, the Cedo or whatever. That thing is so fucking good.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's literally
I think.
CEDO, the Cedo or whatever the fuck. That thing is so good because it fires a glaive that fucking like bounces all around, and legitimately, right? It's basically a shotgun that fucking obliterates everything, and it has a fucking perk on it, right? Where the more status types affecting the target, the more damage you do. But the best part is that the Cedo can switch between 5 different damage types. So all you have to do is like shoot him like a couple of times with like a bunch of fucking status effects, and he has like 100 status effect on him. So you're doing like so much fucking damage because you have so many status effects applied to him. You know what I'm saying? It's fucking insane. That thing, I'm serious, like, I know that people are like, oh, dude, the fucking Kuvazar, or the Kuva Brahma, the Kuvazar, the Kuva Brahma are the best weapons in the game, or the Bubonico. Dude, the Cedo is probably the best fucking weapon in the whole game. I'm serious, it is probably the best weapon in the game. Don't get me wrong, the Kuvazar is fucking cracked out of its gourd as well. Like, I have not, even in Steel Path, I have not found a fucking like enemy that the Kuvazar has struggled to kill. Even the Noxes. Also the Proboscis Cernos, the fucking bow that has like the tentacles, the Proboscis Cernos that does fucking I think it's corrosive, I think. That thing is fucking insane. That thing is crazy. It applies so much fucking corrosive that like those fucking Noxes, it can kill in like one shot on like Steel Path. It fucking kills them so goddamn fast. It's so fucking cracked. Like, there are guns in the game where it's like if you mod it well, they're good. But then there are guns like the Cedo, the Proboscis Cernos, the Kuvazar, Kuva fucking Brahma, the goddamn fucking Bubonico, where if you mod them correctly, you just obliterate everything in the game to the point where the game isn't even a challenge anymore because it's so fucking good. And, like, there are guns that are like that, where it's like, every gun can be good, but there are guns that, like, calling them a god killer is, like, an understatement. They're like a universe killer because they're so fucking good. I'm sorry, but fucking Warframe is not a balanced game by any means. There are Warframes you should never use. There are weapons you should never fucking use. Like, there are abilities that you should never use. Warframe is not a balanced game at all. Like, when you can seriously make weapons, right, that are doing, like, hundreds of thousands of damage per one shot, and the fucking, like, status effects are doing, like, like 50,000 damage per second. There are guns where you can hit, like, 1,000,000 damage in, like, a couple seconds. That is not balanced at all.
Well.
I mean, I love Warframe. The game is not at all even close to balanced. I mean, I understand that there are going to be weapons that are better than other weapons. I get that. But, like, there are seriously weapons in the game where it gets to the point where people are like, if you want to be good at the game and survive high-level content, there are 10 weapons you should use. Anything else is not going to do it. That's not balanced. When there are only, like, a couple weapons that are good for, like, endgame that are, like, actually going to do the job, that's not a balanced game. And I named, like, 10 of them. The fucking Proboscis Cernos, Kuva Brahma, Kuvazar, Bubonico, fucking Cedo. Those are all guns that you know are fucking insane. You know how good they are. The fucking Kuva New Core. You know how good these guns are. Like, you know that these guns can't even be fucking competed with.
You know, I really don't know how to respond because I'm so
Dude.
I
Dude,
don't.
okay, here's the thing. This is a gun that you're gonna know. Like, maybe you don't know, like, Kuvazar, Kuva Brahma and shit. This is a gun that you're gonna know. If you want to say that fucking Warframe is balanced, Ignis Wraith, tell me the game is balanced.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, Amprex. You know the Amprex, the fucking lightning version of the fucking Ignis Wraith? Amprex. Exceltra. The Exceltra that shoots all the mini missiles. Exceltra. Tell me the game is balanced with those three games. Wait, tell me the game is balanced with those three guns in it. The Ignis Wraith, the Amprex, and the fucking Exceltra. Tell me the game is balanced.
You know, I'm not going to because then I'd be lying.
Dude, Ignis Wraith, Amprex, Exceltra, Kuva Nucor, Kuva Brahma, Kuva fucking Tsar, Sadu, fucking Bubonico. Like, how? Proboscis Cernos. How is this game balanced?
I reckon it's not.
Dude, like, I'm serious. Like, the game is so fucking unbalanced. Like, and here's the thing. Primary weapons are super unbalanced, but like melee weapons is even more unbalanced. There are melee weapons that are complete dog shit that you should never touch, and there are melee weapons that can like look at a fucking Kuva Lich and kill it in one shot. Like, it's not at all even close. Like, there are fucking, like, seriously, there are fucking melee weapons in Warframe where if people saw you using it, they think you were like fucking an idiot. And there are other ones where if people don't see you using it, they think you're an idiot. Because it's, like, just overall the best weapon in the game. A.K.A. Cronin Prime. Tell me the game is balanced with fucking Cronin Prime in it. Those fucking two blades on, like, the string or whatever. You know what I'm talking about. The Cronin Prime. Tell me the game is balanced with that shit in it.
No.
Yeah, it's not. It's fucking not at all. Well, I mean, here's the thing. We have gotten on so many tangents, and now we're on, like, the Warframe thing. We could probably have this episode go all fucking night, but it is already about 12:30, you know, so, I mean...
Yeah, I think I fused with the chair.
Yeah,
I've sat in
dude.
here pretty much all night.
Yeah, man. Well, anyway, I really loved this episode. I don't know what I'm going to call it because I can't even remember all of what we talked about. More or less what we talked about for the most amount of time. So I have no fucking idea what I'm going to name this fucking thing.
For the most amount of time, I think it was, oh, you know, this is 3D, no, this
It probably was.
spiraled.
It probably was. Anyway, pretty good. Love you, man. Best friend. I'll see you next episode, I guess.
Yep.
Yeah, we're signing off from this bitch. See ya.
Hey.